get into things. We left off with you, with the kobolds. The mother and the daughter both talking to you.
Right. Okay.
With the revelation that there's just more than one fuzzy kobold.
So, the Arctic Circle, huh?
The daughter's like, yeah.
How far away is that?
She's like, have you ever looked at a world map before? It's quite expansive.
I'm sorry, a what map?
Oh my god, is his mind getting a blown looking at a fucking globe?
I don't
It's
think any of us have ever seen.
the mother. She puts her hand on your shoulder. And she's like, "Dear child, it's a map that is round that represents where we live, and there's various located islands on it, landmarks."
Okay. This is news to me, but then again, I've only known this region.
She looks at you and she quickly checks your forehead to make sure you're okay. She stuffs something in your mouth and it tastes terrible, almost like glass. And she's like, "Nope, under the tongue."
Oh my gosh. She's
like,
going
"Hold
full mom.
And then she takes your hand, turns it over, puts her thumb on your wrist, and she's like, and she just kind of like, "Don't say anything. I'm counting." And she's like, and she takes it out of your mouth, and she's like, "Well, you don't have a fever. You're not ill."
Of course not.
She's like, "Are you sure you haven't been hit in the head one too many times?" She starts checking your head, and the little pieces of your gem start tinking around a little bit.
Stop it.
She's like, "I'm checking for any indents." And the
She
daughter's
rolls high
like,
enough, she's gonna find a hoof print.
she's like, and the daughter's like, Mom, he's okay. Not everybody is smart."
Hello.
And the daughter's
Rude.
like, and the mom's like, "That's rude. Apologize." She's like, "I'm sorry, he's retarded."
Alright then.
She's like, "No, I'm pretty sure you're fairly intelligent in some ways."
I think I'll be leaving now.
And the daughter's like, "Look, I'm just busting you. Have you ever dealt with other kobolds before?"
Not really.
She's like, "Okay, have you ever dealt with a goblin before?"
Briefly. My family and I are not from this area.
She's like, "Okay. So, what else is on your list to purchase?"
Well, I am in need of arrows, rope, vials, oil, metal cans, and food and water rations.
She just looks at you, asking, she just kind of looks you up and down again, questioning why she retracted her statement. Her brows are kind of furrowed a little bit. She's like, "Well, on the table, you already have the arrows, you have the rope,
Of course.
and you have the glass vials." Wow, this is a huge foundational move here.
Still need oil, some containers, preferably cans or crates or something.
Crates.
Anything, something that would work as a small container of sorts.
He has
Okay.
crate expectations.
Well, you do understand, as I've stated before, this is the most general of generalist stores. We have tin cans,
That
and they're like almost like, you know, what you would get canned food in.
that'll work
They
perfectly.
have like little screw-on lids. How many of these do you need?
At least 5.
They come in boxes of 10.
That works perfectly.
She sits on a box and makes all this clanking noise.
Going to need oil. A lot of oil.
How much oil do you need?
About a small barrel's worth.
Okay, so not enough where a gnome will invade you.
Borderline. Just barely.
Well, you'll have to head over to the actual, the Tink corner to get that supply.
Right. Okay. And where's the page? Let's open that up again because. Oh, food and water rations. But I do have one thing to add to that list. Where can I find one of those world maps?
The library.
Okay. I believe that's it. How much would this all cost?
So she's like, well, we have the most basic rations. They're something invented by dwarven foot soldiers called hardtack.
Right. I think I'll pass.
She sets it down and just makes a clank, all the like various things on the countertop rattle.
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
Oh, perfectly viable ration.
Maybe. I'm still probably gonna pass on
Okay.
that one.
She brings it up and she's like, okay, that would be 50 silver and 10 copper.
All right.
51 silver.
Pretty much. 50 silver and 10 copper.
Would it be weird if there was like actual like a commerce thing where like they value the 10 copper over an additional silver? That'd be interesting.
Well, if you go to another continent, the value of your coins would be vastly different.
Yeah.
What?
Other countries have different currency, my friend.
I will go ahead
There's
and
not any universal currency in this world, bud. Pitter patter. You might have to expand the Excel sheet you have there.
Wait until you start buying from the Fae.
I'm putting down one of our region's gold, and the one copper that would be as well. So I should get back about 5 gold pieces.
She hands you over a set amount that you are owed.
You're okay.
So, you are given this in a little wooden crate. Carry all of the stuff that you have purchased.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.
Okay. And Feisty just is out there. Oh,
Sorry, Feisty. Oh, you're getting a bit big. I gotta figure out how to get you around areas a little bit easier. How big can you get?
And you wanted to keep the bullet.
bullet would get way bigger.
Yeah.
How big is the bullet? Yes.
All of it.
It's a massive monstrosity. So, Cayenne, you're just dealing with this big mushroom, and your other little mushrooms are frolicking around it.
Do I see where Blip and Blop are? Are they causing any mischief at the moment?
Let's see. Do perception.
It's a 19.
19. You see them off together where the other mushrooms are basically chilling, but they're kind of like sizing each other up in a very friendly way, kind of like Morse coding, blinking each other here and there. It can be taken as either like competition or, you know, just like them trying to mimic each other.
I just had a funny thought with those two.
And you can tell Blop's color is actually different than Blitz.
Oh lord, if Blop splits, I bet that one's gonna be a different color too. If that one can split.
I just think it would have been funny since you said like he split, but the dots are like in a different like reverse pattern on his cap. Instead of it being blop, it would be filled. It would have been funny. It's filled.
If you want, you can do an Arcana for me.
And you see my jumps are fucking bad.
That's an actual 20.
Shit.
Well, yeah.
Bless you.
So you kind of go over. I
Yeah,
guess
where'd
you
you
kind of
get
wander
that
over
joke?
to him to just like check him out. And you see on Blip, you. Hi, weirdo. It's Sparta scurrying around all weird. He's like doing this whole ferret thing going on over there for a cat.
Noodle stunt double.
You see the most peculiar thing, and you instantly put 2 and 2 together. And I'm pretty sure anybody in the vicinity could see steam come off of you. You piece things together from the encounter you had down in the Squeakeasy. Also, along with like the condition Blip was in, and also a little bit of knowing what Mongo does, that there's some droplets that have dried on top of Blip's cap, where some sort of potion had poured on him, and you're assuming that this might have had to help with the split. But because of that, you now have 2 mushrooms.
Guess I can't be mad. Oh god, I want to kill every last one.
Somewhere in the forest, somewhere in the city, Mongo's like, there's a disturbance in the Cayenne forest.
I'm gonna see if I notice anyone that used to know anything about like blood magic, or where I could learn more. If there's anyone in the druid circle that knows something.
Okay. Roll a nature on that. You'd have advantage because it is a druid thing that you're doing.
It was a 9.
A 9. You're a little, probably a bit more distracted with your 2 little buddies there. It's kind of funny because they're playing like a freeze tag with the other mushrooms, and they're like kind of like in this constant state of like slight flashing, and when one of them gets tagged, they like freeze in place and they just keep a solid color.
I'm gonna stay in the area for a little bit and then probably go back to the stables, check on the birds, and see the other creatures and try to learn about some of the more dangerous ones.
Okay. Mongo.
What time of day is it?
It's afternoon.
Right, going back to the school.
Okay. Get back to the school.
Yep. Gotta show somebody my spell book now that I have the fucking thing back.
The familiar little receptionist there. And she's like, "Oh, are you a new student?"
Hello again.
Hello for the first time.
She's so love it. Not exactly new, but have to pop in and talk to someone.
Well, since this is your first time here, I need to look at the registry.
Sure.
Sure.
So she starts doing that thing where she's going through the book, looking for you again. Race and name.
Munchkin Tabaxi by the name of Mongo.
Mongo. Okay, let me see if I can locate you. She's just going through it slowly. And she's like, "Oh, well, it looks like you were supposed to be here yesterday. And you did check in yesterday. Why are you coming here for the first time today, even though you were here yesterday, apparently? I would have remembered you."
I was only here for a brief moment.
No, that's another Tabaxi. I don't see that name associated with the Munchkin. I've broken the player.
Just trying to figure out how the fuck do I respond to this.
And you were giving me shit about it last time when she
Yep.
broke me.
She broke you by simply saying that they're fuzzy kobolds.
Yeah.
I was expecting it.
I was actually traveling with my family. I haven't met the aforementioned Tabaxi.
Oh, okay. So no association.
Not currently, no.
Okay.
Had to come check in, and I was unfortunately whisked away because somebody stole something from me. But now that I have it back, now I can take care of business.
And you can just see her blink a few times. Like, what?
Okay, the player can't remember the name of the stone giant wizard who he's got to talk to.
Oh, maybe you should have written it down.
Yeah, maybe you should look at your notes, bud.
Yeah, I haven't.
I'm sorry,
Somewhere.
Rob.
Yeah, I'm shitty at taking notes.
Oh,
hilarious
all the time.
Yeah, well, I don't do it well all the time. There's a subtle difference there.
Anyway, we'll move on to
Okay.
you. Well, it takes you an hour to look that up.
Not half an hour.
Nikolai,
Yeah.
what are you doing, bud?
Well, I would have said I'm working on Mark 1 or Mark 4.
Mark 1.
Mark 4. Mark 4 at the Tinker's Guild. And I would be leaving just as it starts to get dark to try to track down that other moon mouse because I got questions.
Okay, well, you have a laundry list of things there, so it's... I don't remember if you got to the Tinkerers Guild yet or not.
That would have been the thing he would have done that first thing that morning. That's what he would be
After
doing.
dinner?
After breakfast, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you head out,
Mhm.
heading towards the Tinkerers Guild.
Got Ace with him.
Got Ace with you.
Mhm.
And, do an investigation for
Yep.
me. Meanwhile, Tom is going to take half a century to find
Yeah,
a name.
I don't think it was actually ever written down, but I know it was mentioned.
17.
It should be there.
I don't quick glance. I'm not finding it.
17.
Mhm.
You're gonna. Are you taking the short people routes?
Yeah, I'll be taking the short people route so
Yeah.
I can see if there's any unique shops on the way.
Yeah, you head off in that direction, and you come across a sign, and you see there's a few other shops that the other sign didn't mention. The one that stands out to you though is the fuck is it called?
Well, you don't know.
The Tink Corner.
The Tink Corner. Huh, cool. Are they open?
You'd have to travel down a bit to get to it.
Oh, so it's kind of a little bit out of the way, but
Yeah.
it's on the way, sort of.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
on one of the little directional signs.
Yeah, I'll head towards that on my way to the Tinker's Guild.
Okay.
Just in case they have something that I could use to rebuild or to build Mark 4.
You get there and you can see the door, and you see there's like a panel next to the door.
Okay.
And you can see that the panel is like from top to bottom, and it's designed to, and you quickly look over it, and it's to basically, it says interior configuration of height.
Okay.
I think I said I was 1 foot 1 inch or something like that. Let me double check that. Because I can imagine this could be terrible if I don't put the right height in.
And suddenly he's half the size. Comes back and he's even bigger.
Height, it's just listed as 1 foot. So, yep. I'll put in 1 foot.
You put in 1 foot, and you kind of see the door do something weird, and you see the doorknob move and down and reconfigures, and it makes a door exactly for your size to go in.
Yeah, that's cool. Since doors and stairs have a tendency to talk here, I'll say, that's cool, thank you, and walk through.
And all these chimes go off in the store, and you're looking at the most puzzling store that you've been in. The boards kind of give a little bit, but they're not made of wood; they're made of metal.
Okay, that's interesting.
The floorboards are made of metal, and you can see all the cabinets and shelves and everything are all made of various pieces of metal. And you see some of them move here and there, and they just slide up into the ceiling and away. And there's a central.
Sorry. I was trying to get him to speak so that way it wasn't destructive, but that didn't fucking work.
So you see the central table, and there's various like ways up onto it and everything like that. Yeah, central counter essentially, and you.
Go up and say hi if I see someone.
Yeah, there's someone there, and you see this Owlkin there,
Owlkin?
Mhm.
Cool.
or an owl folk.
Who is he? I
Where is that? There it is.
had to. Threaten me with a golf ball.
A metal golf ball. I'll let Mare throw it. I'll let Cayenne throw it.
So look up. So you say owlkin, so presumably it has anthropomorphic qualities.
They look like basically an Araquara or a
Rockadoodle.
Yep.
The giant owl from Rockadoodle or from The Secret of Nim.
a sentient owl folk.
Sentient owl. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, hello.
They kind of they turn around and you realize it's not just it's their head turned around and they get these goggles on and they kind of turn the rest of themselves around and just push their goggles up and they're like and they just put the goggles back down, adjust it, and they lean in and their eyes are ginormous inside these goggles. Oh, it's a wee folk.
My name is Nikolai.
And they just kind of reach behind him and you see him slide something away and cover it up.
Okay.
You can do a perception.
Yeah, I
if you want.
wanted to see if I noticed that. Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, it's just listed as stone giant woman.
Oh, you never got the name actually.
19.
You look at it, and you can see that they're not so slight, but they're trying to be polite, and it was their like essentially breakfast they're eating, and it was probably a dead mouse or something.
Oh. Okay.
Or a couple of dead mice, you know, like eating them like you know like sushi or something.
Pretty morbid.
Yeah.
They're an owl.
That's fair.
Yeah.
They're like, oh well,
I will try to play off that I didn't notice anything.
do a performance.
God damn it, that was my own damn fault. I shouldn't have said anything.
Oh,
Shouldn't have.
look at that hole you're digging. Oh.
That's not bad.
Lack of subtlety there, buddy.
Performance.
Luckily, it doesn't have to be a deep hole. It only has to be like 6 inches.
Yep.
13.
13. They just kind of look at you, raise their head, like, so, how can I help you?
Well, I was on my way to the Tinker's Guild to rebuild my machine. And I saw your shop here. Tink Corner kind of indicates to me that perhaps you sell Tinker stuff.
Well, this is a tinkerer's general store.
Ah.
We sell various supplies that tinkerers would need for their crafts and their craftsmanship or craftsladiemanship or their weird creations or their bobbins, bibbins, moppins.
Cool.
Goblins that specialize in moppins.
Okay, so are you a Tinker yourself?
Oh, yes.
Excellent.
I have the perfect thing for you.
Show me.
I will. This is the perfect thing for you.
Okay.
And they just kind of, you know, they press almost like it looks like piano keys on the actual like top,
Mm-hmm.
and you see all this shelf like rearranged, and then the table itself starts rearranging, and you kind of lift up on a platform that's attached to like various like things, and you move. And little rails come up around you, and there's like little like torches on it, almost like in red format, like little warning lights.
Okay.
And you kind of move off to the side, and all these things configuring. You see all these like little shelves and things, and tables come up.
Okay.
This music's perfect for this.
I know, And it comes back and it sets back down. And you see like it's almost like a large like a table-sized diorama, like 20 by 20.
Okay.
It's a Nikolai-sized shop. Everything is your height, your size, and everything, with all these like items and everything. And like there's like little itty bitty scrolls there that are your size, people size, so that you can purchase larger things that are magical that will resize to you.
Huh.
That's
And they-
pretty fantastic.
And they pull out like a pair of like worksman tweezers, and they pick up a scroll and they hand it to you.
I can look at the scroll.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You
look
open
at the
up.
scroll.
And it's like, behold, the fabulous, one of a kind. Actually, not one of a kind. Patented, multi-tool, which will actually assist you and come to you.
Huh. The tool will come to me?
They're like, oh, would you like to demo it?
Yes, please.
They kind of, they kind of start rummaging around there a bit, and they pull out this box, and it's a metal box.
Okay.
They're like, There, you won't find any wood here. We're not druids. We're tinkers.
Yes.
And we specialize in those things that are metal and whimsical and interesting. And
Yeah, I didn't have any luck building an awesome carriage out of wood. It didn't work very well. It blew up. But that wasn't my fault. That was
Well,
my brother's fault.
that's no mish business. And they present the box to you, and you can have to use both hands to open it up. So, do you go about opening it?
Yeah, open up.
And to put it lightly, you open it up, and you see like this cylinder, and it kind of looks like a, better terms, a sonic screwdriver.
Pick
Like, go ahead.
it up.
Oh, you have to pick it up with both
Oh,
hands.
pick it up with both hands. Okay.
Yeah. And
Kind of big.
they pick up a cup of coffee. They're like, just hold on to it.
Okay.
And they sit down and they turn over like a timer type thing. And it's just like as big as you.
Yeah. It's like.
It's like a large staff.
All right.
And after 10 minutes, it shrinks back down and it goes, and you see all this dust come out.
Okay.
And you see it unfurl a little bit. It changes, and you're holding a praying mantis.
Oh.
And then, so, what tool would you like it to assist you with?
Ace, come here.
Ace comes over.
Look for something. Maybe just can use just a little tightening or twinkie or something. Just.
Ace
Like a
doesn't
little-
like that, though. He's more like a liquid metal. Like,
That's right. That's right. He is. Okay. I'll pull out. Since I was going to rebuild the Mark IV, I would have my engine with me. So I'll put my bag down, take the engine out, put it on the counter, and just go look at a bolt or something that needs to be tightened or loosened or whatever.
Yep.
And it's like a bolt. Sure.
the praying mantis kind of, looks at the ball, tilts its head a little bit back and forth, and then it reconfigures into a wrench that will fit that perfectly.
Whoa. That's pretty cool. Huh. So I only need
Mechanical
one
mimic.
tool. If
Yes.
I were to have this thing.
Larger things require a larger version, but for smaller things such as yourself, this will cover that range.
This is neat. So is it just the advanced homunculus?
Well, it's a patented multi-tool.
It's a patent what?
Multi-tool.
Multi-tool. Okay. Huh. How much is it?
Well, that little one is 5 platinum pieces.
5 platinum.
It's on a special discount today since it's small.
Oh. 5 platinum. Sure, I'll take it.
Tom's like, pull out the other book now.
Give him the bank information.
Mhm.
This is cool.
And it turns back into a praying mantis and just sits on your shoulder.
Neat.
For
Reminds
us a
me of
little
my homunculus. I made a homunculus, gave it to my sister. Had to
Oh.
go through a lot of stuff so it can be hers.
Well, I'm sure she treasures the gift.
I hope so. Anyway, sir, she wanted to stay in the town that we stopped in because she got a very lucrative apprenticeship deal with a smith.
Well, that is good on her.
Crumb, I think was his name.
Oh, I've heard of Crumb.
Yeah.
We get some supplies in this town from Crumb.
Oh.
Weapons here and there
Oh,
for the guards, and then they're re-enchanted.
oh, cool.
Not
Yeah,
that
he's-
Crumb's work is anything to shake a stick at, but
Oh no,
the-
you should have seen. You should have seen the hammer he made for my sister and the glaive that he made for my other sister. It was awesome.
so you look around the shop. To
Yeah, look
for-
around the shop. Look
Okay.
for anything else that's very interesting.
Tom's over. I'm like, the fucking mouse is going to spend all the money. So, Diane, you get back to the stables. You go check on the birds.
Yeah.
They just are instantly like right up on top of you, like starting to prune you and check over you. And
5 platinum?
Yeah.
Okay, so that
I'm gonna let
50
them.
gold.
Okay.
I don't think they've
not bad.
met the
Which technically I
blade
think it'd be like
shroom
all of mine.
or the fire shroom yet.
are you pulling it out
Or
of the
the
bank account
flower.
or out of your money?
or blop.
Or
I don't
Blop.
have
So
it.
I'm going to be doing
Good deal,
that,
Victor.
introducing them to the new shrooms and the flower.
Behold my army. I think you roll animal handling on that.
Behold, new children. 24.
Actually, if you got a sentient piece of corn, you can call the children of the corn.
Oh.
When it gets angry, it's just popping off.
What kind of jokes does it make?
Corny.
Anyway. 21?
24.
24? It's easy enough to actually introduce them. It's easy enough process. They trust you enough. They're just kind of like, they spend some time observing each one so they get familiar with it, essentially. Kind of almost like that weird thing where cats open their mouth, kind of like panting a little bit, almost like smelling it.
Recognize
How do
your
they
smell.
react to the flower, though?
The flower is very bitey.
Of course.
and they nip back at it, and let's see here. Let's see how this exchange goes.
5 platinum for a mantis-themed multi-tool.
Yep. It only work on small things, so
Okay.
not medium or large.
Okay.
You'll need to purchase another additional tool. for
Okay.
those. Make a note of that, please.
Okay.
Well, I don't work at small things because I'm a small person.
So the little flower like lashes out, and it just misses, and the birds are trying to nip at it, and they're missing back and forth, and it's become like this weird, vicious game. You're starting to see it escalate very quickly.
Yeah. If the flower or the birds take it too far, I'm just gonna feed the flower and get it to behave.
All right, it's easy enough to take care of, but the birds are very happy to see you. And oddly enough, they kind of smell really nice, and like they've been pampered, and all their like bad feathers have been taken away, and any like soreness from their harness being on constantly has been like taken care of, recovered. They're in excellent condition.
Do they seem like they want to get out for a little bit, or are they happy at the stables?
They're actually very content. They've obviously been allowed to go out and hunt, but they're actually quite content. They're actually a little bit more plump than usual. Not feisty levels of plump, but
So not quite sweetie when she drinks too much water.
she
the,
doesn't.
the
Nope, they're
living
not
water
ballooned up.
balloon.
It's so weird.
It is really weird. She inflates when she drinks water.
It's
Literally,
cute.
like,
Though. It's cute
Gains
though.
almost like half her normal size, just increased.
Yeah. You might have to commission Nikolai for a Tinker's treadmill for feisty. Have her walk off some of that weight.
Or I can just have her go on a very, very, very ridiculously just hard run.
Yeah.
Just a run with the birds.
So you're gonna go look around the stable and see if you can see anything else weird.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do that in an investigation.
Just any kind of critter that catches my interest. But that's a 7.
7.
Yeah.
Well, whilst you're very interested in doing that, you're kind of happy to be back with the birds and the interaction, just hanging out for a while. And you start to lose just track of time in general.
Just going to spend time with them for a little bit and then probably head back to the tavern when it starts getting a lot later.
That's easy enough. Let's see. If you want, you can do an investigation on the way back.
Okie My investigation on the way back was a 5.
5.
Yup.
You're just like too distracted by the fact that, unlike the previous place you were at, they have a lot of nature integrated. You do see druids just walking freely. And the thing that catches your interest, you do see that treant walk past you and go down the road in a direction. It's this massive, like almost 2-story treant. Like, it's big thing now. It's got like a full set of like vines for a beer. It's got robes on.
Huh.
It's actually got like thick brimmed glasses on too.
I love it. Fucking love it.
Should be a teacher.
Treant wizard?
A Treant wizard that teaches history.
Oh, fuck, they would know it.
That would be almost way too perfect.
Oh no, they teach fire spells.
That would be funny.
That would be ironic.
They
That'd be
teach
terrifying.
They teach nothing but destruction. Just destruction magic.
And how to control it.
Safety is number one on the list because you don't want to burn yourself. Because that is a very bad thing to do to yourself.
Used to be a circle of wildfire druid.
Oh, God.
Circle wildfire druid treant. All right.
Wow.
Yeah, I can see it.
Talk about a crazy idea for a character. There you go.
Oh. They went Circle of Wildfire because somebody burnt their forest down. Now they're out for arson.
Are you sure they're not a vengeance paladin?
Okay, either one.
Treant, for all we know, it might be levels in every class.
Oh, I did this for a couple of centuries, and I did that for a couple of centuries. And I did this for a couple of centuries.
But my favorite was this for many centuries.
I learned how to get high. Treant. I was going to be a wizard, then I got high. Or it'd be more fitting. I was going to be a barbarian, then I got high.
Yeah.
Can't rage if you're high.
No, you
You could try. It would be berserker level. Everything is a target.
Oh my god.
How would that work? So mad, bro.
Well, like me if I was angry.
Would you? You wouldn't like them when they're hangry? Because I mean, they probably got the munchies.
But yeah, it's the most peculiar thing you see on the way back.
Just stand there confused for a second and keep making my way back.
Yeah, you also know about the little centaur that's at the actual magic school too.
Mm-hmm.
The
With
very
all the
forgetful
energy.
one.
With all the energy. So much. So, Mungo. She's just looking at you. She's like, "Oh, I didn't see you there.
Oh, God.
How can I help you?"
Wow.
Need to check in with someone.
Okay.
Very large stone giant.
Are they a professor or the Inquisitor?
They kind of handled my registration.
Are they a professor or an Inquisitor?
Inquisitor? I think. I don't know.
Oh, that's her. I'm sorry.
That's not helpful.
Well, according to her track record, and what was I talking about? Oh, hi.
My God. Oh, hello again. For some reason, I'm reminded of that old movie, 51st Dates.
That's a great movie, actually.
Oh.
You okay there, Tom?
Oh yeah, the dude that had like a 30-second memory.
Mm-hmm. Oh. God, if anything happens to one of the Centaur's loved ones, she's going full fucking Memento.
She's got all these tattoos, magical runes, everything to remind her.
Oh. Need to check in with someone.
Oh, who is it?
I cannot remember the name.
Okay, who are they? Are you a student here?
Partially.
Okay.
I was enrolled by my mentor, Plume Tree.
Oh,
And
Plume Tree.
Yes. Fascinating fellow.
Never on time.
which is hilarious in a way. But there was an issue with my registration, so I just need to talk with a very large stone giant to help clear things up.
Okay, Professor or Inquisitor?
Professor?
Oh, well, they're currently on another continent, so you're gonna have to wait 6 months.
Probably not her then. Perhaps the Inquisitor.
Well, he's away.
Nope, not her.
So the Inquisitor.
Possibly.
Okay. He gets a finger.
This might be easier if I knew the fucking name.
I think that's
can't-
part of your punishment.
I can't find...
No, I'm literally just.
Oh, okay.
This character
Nope,
is.
the punishment just happens to work out.
Yep. If you knew the name, this would be better because yeah, you're dealing with someone that can't remember shit.
Yep. Oh, God, no, it's like talking to me.
You poor unfortunate bastard.
Yeah.
So she's just kind of like she's just writing a message, and she's like, and you see almost like that moment of like her, like it startles you from her, like, oh god, she forgot again. And she's like, I haven't forgot. I'm okay.
Oh, you're doing great.
So are you. You're here. You're like, fuck, this is messed up. The person that can't remember shit.
I just can't tell if that's just how she is naturally or if like a spell backfired.
You can do an arcana.
Fuck yeah. Fuck no.
First time.
8.
8.
It's oddly charming.
Turns out she's an ARP and we will murder anyone who fucks with her.
She's like, okay, so you're here to see Inquisitor Calamara, the slayer of a stone giant, and a black dragon.
I thought she was a stone giant.
No, she slayed a dragon and a giant.
Jesus. I knew she was fucking terrifying. Can you spell that name?
She turns the book around and slides it over.
Okay.
Right there. Right there.
Nah.
It's right there.
The player is asking how the fuck you spell that damn name. You know I can't spell for shit.
From. There you go,
Salt
buddy.
being tossed at you.
I
City
bathed in the salt.
County. And then M with 2 A's.
You're like, I want to meet this lady. She killed things, really big things. She's like, okay. Message sent. So, Mongo, as you're sitting there, the floor just. And suddenly you're standing right in front of her, and she's like, Mongo,
Hello again.
you can do an investigation.
Sure, let's give that a shot. Slightly better than the last. To do 15.
15. As you're looking up at her, you look up further behind her, and you see this massive dragon skull. And you thought it was a sculpture before, but now you realize it's probably real.
And my tail tucks away.
She's like, have you recovered your book?
I have.
Good. So, where were we?
I believe you asked to see it.
Ah, yes. Let me see your spell book.
Well,
She takes
so
it.
I just lost it and just got it back. I didn't care for that experience.
Okay. And she looks over the spell book, and she's kind of looking through a little bit. She hands it back to you. And she slides a piece of paper over. It's a scroll, and you can see it's a registration scroll, and it says, sign here.
I read it over just to...
It's your registration paperwork that Plumetree went over with you, essentially.
Oh,
There's no ink there, you just had to put your paw there. It says you put your paw there. Take 6 points of physical damage as your paw print is transferred onto there in your blood and it dries instantly.
Ow.
Ow.
It's like sticking your hand on a hot surface in Arizona.
Oh, so anywhere
It's like-
outside.
Like when you get outside in the middle of the day and you forget your car is black and you accidentally put your hand on top of it.
And then you grab the seat buckle.
Right, so fucking daily.
Or if you touch the metal door handle at work.
And then you put your hands on the steering.
Why do you think I have gloves in my car?
No glove, no love.
God.
So
In
yeah.
my case, no glove, no ow, fuck, it burns.
So yes, you have been fully registered. She's like, so, any questions?
Quite a few.
Well, hurry up and get them out so I can try to answer at least a few of them before I send you along your way.
Oh fuck this. Okay. How can I get more spells? Where do I get them? How much is it gonna cost? Who the fuck are my parents? How's the investigation going? What else can you tell me about Dad? He apparently, sir, the fuck did that happen? Why did it happen? How did it happen? When did it happen?
This music.
Where the fuck is my mother? Why did they abandon me? Why wasn't I good enough for them? How the fuck? Why is she a sorcerer? And when did he become a bard?
She just kind of smiles a bit. She's like, anyway, off with you.
I should have fucking known.
She looks at you. First of all, by doing contracts at the local board within this actual city, you can actually earn cantrips for free. If you actually go to the various stores, you can purchase scrolls for various amounts of money, depending on the quality of the actual spell. As for your father, yes, he was a sir and he was a magister. Quite renowned for infusing bardic magic into actual wizard magic, and vice versa. He was a breaker of new grounds, but unfortunately his studies didn't get very far.
Any particular reason?
Well, that leads us to probably why you were abandoned, and we can only surmise as to why that was for your safety, not out of sheer spite. They were off to some sort of mission that's way above my pay grade, and they had to leave you behind for secrecy reasons. I don't think it was out of spite or hatefulness or negativity or any of that sort. I'm sure it was for your own safety. But now you have the means to defend yourself, and you have those around you to defend you, so that you can actually aspire to your father's level. As for your mother, your father was the in for her to be wizard. She was a sorcerer, first and foremost, and apparently they were quite intertwined for many, many years. Childhood friends, they grew into lovers and eventually into marriage and having you and your sister.
What? I have a sister.
Mongo. Thunk. Unfortunately, she's away on the other side of the world, and she's been made aware of your existence as well. So at some point, you are going to cross paths with her.
Oh, sorry. And who the hell is she?
She's actually a cloudy day of sunlight. Tom.
Fucking backseat. Oops. Oh, where the fuck is that page?
Poor Tom. Tom's finally getting answers and more questions. Oh, he opened that fucking can of worms, didn't he?
Was it sunlight or sunshine?
Sunlight. Her nickname is Sunny.
Titties.
Does she have that kind of a disposition, or does she hate everyone?
You have to find out when you come across her.
Just take the answer yes as the answer for now.
Yep.
For now.
You're right there, Tom.
Yeah, that was a lot of information I wasn't expecting.
See, we still have an ongoing investigation, and unfortunately, I can't get answers for certain questions as to what the mission was regarding your parents. Apparently, they weren't alone, they had others with them. It was a lot of their close personal friends that went along with them.
Any weird chance that some of the friends happen to be centaurs, kobolds, mice, dragonborns? Instead of... No reason.
I'm not sure, but I can look into that for you.
That'd be nice.
So, I hope I was able to give you some answers.
Some answers and a lot more questions.
Well, your father was quite the performer, apparently, according to the scrolls. Actually, apparently performed for the royal meeting. You're not aware of what that is, are? So essentially, it's a royal meeting of the obligated group of various kingdoms meeting together, the high royalty. He apparently performed for all of them at once.
It's impressive.
You have a lot to grow into.
One of these days I might actually find out what that means.
Well, you're a wee bit short right now, so you got a few inches to grow into. So, off you go. Feel free to stop by here and there to see if I have any more information.
Oh, you can count on that.
And just as you kind of start to bow your head, you just thump, and you're standing in front of the school.
It'll take a minute.
Find a spot, sit down, right?
Yep, somewhere out of the way.
Okay. So, where are you off to, bud?
Probably gonna make my way towards the, I did say I was gonna go to the library and temple. Are they both in the same direction?
They're in two different directions.
They did say that Tink would be where I can find oil and stuff too, so.
Yep.
Let's go to the temple.
Temple?
Yes.
Alright. So you head off to the temple. I feel so sorry for Tom over there. He just wants to just be like... He threw a bunch of questions out and he got a bunch of answers he wasn't expecting.
And then more questions.
That'll probably kick in later.
It's system shock over there. So you get to the temple.
Yeah, I should probably get a...
It's an inconspicuous temple. It's about 2 stories tall. It's very generic. And you see a sign out front that's basically like a for sale sign almost type of deal going on with a piece of wood hanging there. And it's scribbled like the temple of what's your religion. And it kind of doesn't go in a straight line or like line break properly. It just kind of curves and it kind of like badly like almost in a circle. It doesn't make sense.
I don't get it. You understand this? I'm talking to Feisty.
Feisty just kind of, her head's tilted sideways trying to look at this. Mm-hmm.
Me neither. We should probably be on our best behavior. Well, let's go. Head inside. Why did this turn so ominous all of a sudden?
You're going on an adventure, buddy. So you head into the temple, and it's a beautiful temple inside, and it's kind of eerie to a degree because you see a androgynous figure standing in the middle of the temple with the light coming in, and they have a veil over them, and it's kind of it's a beautiful marble statue, but the way it's presented is a competing deity.
It's eerie.
And you hear right next to you, I know.
Gee.
And this goblin is looking at you like, and it's a different breed of goblin you've never seen before.
Oh no, you're gonna break him again.
Their head's slightly flatter. Their ears are large, almost like gremlin-like. Their eyes are a little bit far set, and their mouth could like is almost like all the way up to their ears, and you can see they're like hi, and they're like almost like a tealish color with stripes.
Hi?
Hi. Welcome.
Okay? You scared me.
You scared me.
But you scared me first.
Maybe. And they start sniffing you, and they're
Can I help you?
shiny.
Yes. Thank you? Just visual confusion.
What be you brought you here for what reason? Why?
Curiosity, really, more than anything else.
Curiosity. 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 And they kind of hop a little bit.
Take a look around. What exactly do I see inside this? area?
I describe it. It's just a beautiful temple, and with a central figure.
Hmm.
You can tell that this is probably one of the priests of the temple.
So, what exactly is this place?
Okay. Well, once you observe the sign,
Yeah.
and they just kind of they reach under their robes, and they start playing all these different pennants of different deities. Who we praying to?
Don't rightly know, to be honest.
And they get really close, and they're almost eyeball to eyeball with you. Okay. And they have your head, and they're holding your head, and Feist is just like,
Just looking at Feisty and just like shrug.
this goblin's just like holding your head, like eyeballed with you, and their breath smells like just like a cat's breath, essentially. Boy.
Oh. What are you doing?
I'm observed.
You are uncomfortably close. Don't know what's happening.
You're uncomfortably peculiar and shiny. And they lick you.
All right.
Pasty.
No, that gently like push them away a little.
They're scrawny. But they have you see how they're like really scrawny, but you see these like almost hook-like claws on each finger.
Yes, yes, I am shiny. I am what is known as a gemstone golem. That's just how we are, apparently. I don't know much about myself, or any others like myself.
It gets really close to you again, almost uncomfortably close to you. Question:
Yes.
do you take shiny shits? What if I feed you coal?
Does it come out diamonds?
Doesn't it?
I don't know. Scav is kind of a tight ass.
The player is so broken right now.
Okay, so that's at least two that have been broken. What about the others?
Have you ever seen this? And I show them the drawing and the style of the effigy of the lost one of Papa.
They take it and they're just looking at it upside down. They walk over to the statue and they just flop it on this podium. I don't got one for that. Maybe you should pray? Hey!
You got a drink of water, got his face wet, and then shook, and got it all over you.
This cat blesses me with sneezes all the time, too.
What do I even pray about?
I believe the Paladins refer to it as a religion check.
And it's very confused, like, not sure what to do. Scavenger will approach and I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Rolls a 1, it's a pocket of salsa.
That would be a 15.
Talk about throwing some salt. So you kind of get in the position. You put your hands on the podium and you kind of like close your eyes and start trying to focus on the mental image of this person.
Based on what I've seen,
Yeah.
what I know.
And you hear a breathing against your neck. That uncomfortable goblin breath just rolls across you. And they're like, that's neat.
Do you mind?
They're like, can I have it?
No.
Do you open your eyes and see what they're looking at? You're just like doing this with your eyes closed, like, fuck off.
I'll just open my eyes and take a look, I guess.
And you see a burlap little like doll laying on the podium there in front of you that's in the style of a gemstone kobold.
Huh.
Your idol for this deity. It is
Effigy.
your effigy.
Your religious holy symbol. That's what it's called.
Yeah, your
Very
holy symbol.
carefully pick it up. Confused, like.
And they're like, how'd you do that? Are you magical? You don't smell magical.
I don't know. I'm confused.
You smell like cat troll.
Brother is a cat. He has used me as a pillow before.
One fucking time.
And yet he doesn't mention Feisty sitting over there.
And
Fuck Feisty in particular. It's Mongo's fault.
well, I'm pretty sure he can put 2 and 2 together. I mean, giant cat.
Met this person?
No, I can't say I have. This is the first time.
But yeah, you've acquired your holy symbol.
I think it's called a light of laughter.
And they're like, well, congratulations. You've successfully have done a religion check, as the paladins call it.
Let it be known.
You've checked your
I don't
faith.
normally play paladins, so I don't know this shit. Okay. We'll get up.
It's actually a very nice, comfy, prayable podium.
Collect my belongings and such.
There I come again. I see you're leaving. I get lonely.
What's your name?
My name?
Yes.
Fought.
Come again, what was it?
Fought.
Okay, that's not what I heard.
They're just a real gas to be around.
Hold up.
Good long.
Wait a minute. Something's amiss here.
Oh, walking that border on name there.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I want to see if Scab there can actually repeat this.
I don't think Manny can do that. He'll crack.
Add that to your notes, buddy.
how do I spell it?
It's F-A-A-T.
Hot. Hot.
Thought.
It's like saying fiat, but without the I.
He's just meeting all the interesting people. You head to the Tinker's Guild.
Well, I wanted to check around see if there's anything else in the shop that I could use because I am going to be building my machine. So
Yeah, you see various like components and gears and springs and bulbs, and it's a general store for tinkers. So there's
Okay.
plenty of like prefab things there. For
if I remember correctly, Creve said that there's supplies at the Tinkers
Yep.
Guild, so I don't have to necessarily get anything.
But you will have to do contracts.
Yes, or just pay for the things.
Yeah.
Okay. So you said you yourself are a tinker, right? Did you make the Mantis multi-tool?
And they just are like, no.
No. Okay. Do you know who did?
It's probably a no.
Okay, so you don't know their name. That's all I was getting at. So if I encounter them, I would like to be able to say, hey, you're awesome. Thank you for your work.
There, if you do an investigation, there you can investigate the box that it came in.
Yeah. Okay. What was your name?
Let me grab that for you. Because I have to go over here, and poor Manny's over there broken. Been meeting all the interesting characters, like I said earlier. My name is Kosa.
Kosa. Nice to meet you, Kosa.
I have a sister named Rika. Just kidding.
Kosa.
Just kidding.
So you didn't say yourself. You yourself were a tinker, right?
For the third time, yes.
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't remember you responding.
You remind me of a certain centaur I've had to deal with before.
Are you the tinker type that builds stuff, or has other people build the stuff they design?
I fabricated and created the first multi-ammunition blunderbuss.
Oh, so you build stuff. Fantastic. Would you? I'm new to tinkering. I've only been doing it for a few weeks. Do you have time? Would you mind taking a look at my plans on my Mark IV Reach Magic? And just give me your idea, your thoughts.
Well, I specialize in weapons.
It definitely has weapons. I plan to add a better flamethrower and like a crossbow. Yeah.
I met a goblin tinkerer once. They assumed their own personal title was a pyromancer.
Oh, and
Oops.
there goes that.
Nope, 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 you're not doing that. Oh, fuck.
Jesus, poor cat. So to explain this, guys, in case you didn't notice, Cheddar Cheese was throwing up. He has a tendency of drinking too much water.
Yep, and he's not doing it on the table.
The
It's okay.
speaker went flying.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's all
Leave
right.
it. Let it lay. It's fine. Ambient music from the abyss.
There you go.
Just don't need the cat throwing up on all the delicate stuff.
Yeah.
Poor kitty.
So, a goblin that is a self-proclaimed pyromancer.
So screw up with pyromancer. So it's fire,
There's a
right?
Sparta down there.
Yes.
Kind of like fire too. That's my one most useful spell I do.
Well, he
Flame in my hand.
created the Evertorch, which essentially is sets something on fire and it never goes out.
Ooh, that's neat.
Well, whatever's on fire never goes out.
Oh, the fire always stays.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Well, he accidentally set his brother on fire, which was the one that came up with the extinguishing components.
So there's now a fire sitting there where his brother used to be.
And ash.
And ash. All right, yeah. So, would you mind taking a look at my weapons system thoughts? Give me your thoughts on those.
If I have the time, I will approach said subject.
Oh, okay. Don't have the time? Yeah, that's fine. I appreciate it. Well, I'm going to head off and start working on Mark IV. I'll stop by every now and then, say hi, if you don't mind. See if
Not
you got
a
anything new. You get new stuff in regularly?
problem. Weekly.
Weekly? Okay. Alrighty. See you later. Thank you.
Head off to the
Yep,
Tinker's
head off to
place.
Tinker's Mill.
Fan. Get back to the tavern. Do you eventually head back to the tavern yourself?
I'm gonna go check out that board.
One of the work boards? Okay, do you head back to the
Nature
tavern?
board.
Now that you've had your brain thoroughly scrambled. Please don't drink more water, Cheddar.
Would either Tinks or the Hunters Guild be on the way to the tavern?
Tinks would be.
Yes, you're gonna do it tomorrow. We'll go back to the tavern.
Okay. So you go check out the board? Do an investigation. Cayenne, you get back to the tavern and eventually, so you get back to the tavern and you start, you head upstairs or do you head to the actual, like, tavern part?
Gonna go to the actual tavern part and get like a drink and
What are you doing, jeez?
go over my book.
Okay. Go
Trying
ahead.
to make eye contact so I don't start cackling because he's rubbing his face pretty hard on this.
Oh, you can cackle all you wanted.
Thank you, buddy. Roll a.
If you want, you can do an investigation on your book.
9.
I'm distracted at a 6.
There's a cat rubbing all over things on the counter. And the barkeep is like,
I will go over to pick up the cat and move them to a more comfortable spot.
roll an animal handling. A 9. Your eyes are too teary to see the board clearly.
That was a 12.
12. Easily pick up the cat. Move him. Put him down. The barkeep is just a oh my god, that sounds so terrible in my head. A generic elf.
Generic elf. What the hell does that mean?
Just hit the random character generator on the button thing and it's just like generic elf. But it's an elf, and she's like, hi, welcome to the bar. How can I help you?
Yes, can I get just a simple, fruity drink, one that you would recommend?
Sure, I have just the thing. They start picking things up off the various things and start putting on like the thing, and it's actually really cool to watch them because they're using some magic to actually like move ingredients and various other things. And they set the shaker down in front of you, and as they set the shaker down in front of you, there's a splash, and you see it turns into the actual glass.
Huh.
And you see like this vibrant pink drink in it with ice cubes that are like a blood red with pieces of fruit in it.
That's cool looking.
And as you like the ice starts to melt after a while, it kind of leaves almost like blood trails in the actual drink.
That's really cool.
Apparently, I wasn't using that dice tray. Or some of those dice.
I guess he fits enough, so he's sitting.
If I fits, I sits.
Cat logic.
Cat logic. But yeah, it's like almost like a
Good cheddar.
almost like a tart cherry with a hint of sugar sangria type drink.
I can still get to the D20.
That sounds really good.
That's all. Who's going to lay on anybody's dice? The cat themed ones.
Good cheddar cheese. But yeah, it's a really good drink.
We'll take the drink, pay for it, and thank her.
Yeah, it's only like 5 copper, and it's a nice open bar area to the outside. You can hear like various people going by and things like that. Scab, you get back to the tavern and the inn where you're staying. You start to go upstairs and you see Cayenne in the bar area.
Okay.
Do you go and join her?
I was wave hi. No one, hey, here.
Feisty
Okay.
grabs your shirt.
What?
And
Come here, buddy.
starts heading into the bar area. Go. You see Feisty come in, and she goes under the table you're at, and just you hear bumbling and knocking things like the condiments
Pulling a
over.
Sophie.
Huh?
Pulling a Sophie's.
You hear her just flop underneath
Feisty,
and
what
some-
are you doing? Don't break anything, please.
Yeah. She's underneath the table where Cayenne's at, just all comfy.
All
Hi,
right,
Feisty.
I'll head over. Well, hi. I guess Feisty really wanted to come and say hi as well.
Feisty probably wanted to relax.
Probably. It's been a long day. Also, I got this. I'll show him the Light of Laughter, the little kobold one.
Yeah, it's like the one that you have, but it's a kobold one.
Huh. That's cool.
So, I took this to the temple. The paper. Really weird goblin priest there. really weird. You probably won't like them. Like very touchy feely. But
How does Cayenne get imprisoned in a magical city? She
That's
picked the wrong priest.
Might
The young
enjoy
one or the old one?
it.
but he had me
My
go
head.
over to a this large pedestal with this weird, kind of eerie, creepy statue. Had me go through some sort of prayer and disappeared. I'm not sure what to think about.
Hello.
That timing.
Yeah, that was ominous timing.
Let me tell you about the temple I just went to. Thunder.
With the weird, eerie, creepy statue that I brought. Suddenly, weird voodoo doll. Yeah, no.
Where are you heading off to, Mongo?
I'll probably head back to the tavern. No, wait. Sunburnt magic shop.
Okay. It's kind of the couple of your mushrooms. Actually, it's just the two light shrooms. You see him using the toothpicks for your fruit that was inside the drink, using them as like pseudo swords, mimicking what they've seen Scabbard do. And Mungo.
Do they make them light up?
No.
Are you calm now?
He's fine.
He's fine.
So you head to the bookshop. But yeah, the waiter comes over and looks at you and it's like, food?
Yes,
Drink?
please. Drink? Maybe. What do I remember from my my night of binging? The ones that I could find that were not as expensive but still safe.
They usually do wisdom.
My die got stuck.
Oh, sounds like a personal problem.
You said wisdom, right?
Yeah, buddy. Your dump stat.
17.
17? You realize that the low end of cost is about 5 platinum.
Probably not.
Dear,
Huh?
may I inquire a question to you right now?
Sure.
Are the windows up on the vehicle? All the way?
I don't know.
Because I just
You
heard the
You might
wind
wanna go
blow
check
outside
that.
the door.
Okay.
Because, yeah.
I'm going to switch this over to me and you can go check that.
Okay, I will do that.
Because that's kind of important. Make haste.
Speed.
So, we're focused on me for a moment. So yeah, you can, so do you decide to get a drink?
The safest thing I know I can have costs like 5 platinum. Do you think it's worth it?
Or
Just to drink. Have something. Spend time with family.
I mean, if you want a drink, get a drink. It's either that or I can make you giggle a lot.
I have no idea how I would react to that, so that's probably not as safe.
If it's from her giggle box, you know she's had it for a while, and she's probably used it for your benefit and the benefit of others involving you.
You've used it.
Yeah.
I don't
Uh,
think Scabbard ever has, though.
The
No,
mushrooms
we
have
have.
used it.
We call it Plan B.
Yeah,
She makes you a drink, you pass out.
this music is oddly suiting for this.
Sure, let's go ahead and do a drink of whatever it was called.
Okay. She's like, you got it. I'll let the bartender know. And so, as you guys carry on your conversation, Mongo, you eventually get back to the tavern and you spot your family inside the place. Oh, you're going to the magic shop instead. Okay. So I thought you said never mind going to the tavern.
I said, never mind, I'm going to the
Five
magic shop.
platinum.
It's just that. Oh.
But it'll be worth it for the fun.
So you eventually get back and Stem. She's there. And she
On my way
Pops.
there, I try to clean myself up, make it look like I wasn't crying.
looks over at her book. She's like, "Oh, you're back. How can I help you?"
Well, the other spell that I got from you worked out great.
"Oh, good.
Everything was returned. Couldn't have been better.
That's wonderful."
I was wondering what other spells you might have.
Well, let's take a look. She's like, "We do have a discount section of things that are unstable."
Yes.
How unstable.
Well, they come with a no warranty, and they're liable to have a 50% chance of having peculiar effects. Oh, and if you come during the day, we do have a potion that stops them. It can help concoct special potions for you, or help identify certain potions that you're unfamiliar with what they do. Of course, there is a fee attached to that.
No, of course.
I'm sure you will find that quite useful.
Actually, as a matter of fact, yes, very.
So, what level of spells are you looking for?
Oh. You know what? Some of my favorite spells are in level 2, so let's go for that.
Level 2 spells.
Don't have many of them. In fact, I only have one.
So, let's see what we've got in stock. Oh, so we have a discounted spell of Cloud of Daggers. It's more of Cloud of a Dagger. Dark Vision. Apparently there's a note here that says, effects may vary.
God, you know, if my brother didn't already make a set of
Uh,
goggles, he would fucking love that spell.
A spell of Dust Devil. A spell of Gust of Wind. And a spell of, oh, that one, nope, not selling that one because that one is, Passive Prime. It's a scroll of, mirror image, but it's, dysfunctional.
Dysfunctional?
Well, according to the note here, that it was, donated because it was of terrible quality, and those that you wish to use it against will be mirrored.
So you mirror somebody else,
Yes,
not yourself.
right.
Interesting. Guess
You
Gus
guys
will
can
win.
keep talking. Keep going, bud. You're
I'm
right.
waiting to see if you want me to roll something for that drink.
Well, the drink hasn't gotten to you yet,
That's what I'm waiting on.
and you are on camera.
This is true.
Oh, the wind one could be fun.
Oh, okay. So, gust of wind.
Mhm.
God. All right. Let's see.
So,
Let's see. What is the
yeah,
cost here per book?
there
The
is
book,
a
the book,
interesting
book,
little
book.
store, and they happen to have these little things called fuzzy kobolds.
The look on his face.
Apparently, there are kobolds that are covered with fur instead of scales that come from a place called the Arctic Circle. And apparently, there's a map of the entire world at the library that we can get a hold of.
You mean the round thing that was at the school, at the orphanage we were at when we were kids?
Yeah. But this one apparently has everything that is known, I guess. I think that might be useful to get one of those. What do you think?
Yes, but we kind of did see a rudimentary one of those when we
I'm
were
trying to look
kids.
something up real quick, Tom.
Yeah,
You're good.
rudimentary. They might have one more detailed. Also, the library might have books about druidcraft.
After the encounter with Smiley, I'm starting to
This spell, this scroll, since
shift
it's
my interest a
discounted,
little.
That's fair.
It has a range of effects on it, because it's, well, obviously it's in my shop. It could be a gust, or it could be a slight breeze, or it could be a fart in the wind. Or it could just be a full-on hurricane. It's debatable. It is 30 gold pieces.
Or it could be a hurricane. Anywhere from
No.
a fart in the wind to a hurricane.
Are you gonna buy it?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll hand her 3 hometown.
Huh?
3 hometown.
Okay. Mark that down and mark it that it is a variable spell.
I will certainly try.
Fart to hurricane.
Fart in the wind or a hurricane. Eventually it brings over the glass for you, and it's a glass about this tall, very skinny. And you see specks of like gold floating to the top, and as they hit the top, they float back down as like a silvery color. And you can see like almost like a like if you were to put gasoline in like water, the distortion through the actual drink.
Can't believe I actually drank this. I'm
And-
scared.
You just see this drink, and it goes from like this very like white color, like almost like a frost white, to a very very like vibrant, bluish color towards the bottom with those specks floating around in it.
Apparently, when I went on that little adventure at the outpost, or was it? Well, I don't remember exactly. This is one of the things I had when it was perfectly fine. I think.
That's actually one of the crafted cocktails from this bar, and you can put 2 and 2 together and understand that.
Meanwhile, she's just drinking her drink, just looking at you, waiting.
How big exactly is this compared to Scabbard? I know you said it's like this big. He's only 2 feet tall.
It's like a dagger size for Scatter,
Okay.
like from tip of dagger to end of dagger.
So I think like a large glass for a Guinness or some kind
Yeah,
of
but
drink
very
bar.
skinny though,
Yeah.
almost like a tube. A little bit longer than that, buddy.
Well, here we go, and he's gonna knock it back.
The whole thing, or just take a sip of it. I'm giving you the option to change here.
A quarter of it.
No guts.
Okay. Half of it.
I need you to make a con check at disadvantage.
Kaya's
You
just
know-
watching in anticipation to see what
I'm
happens.
upset it's at disadvantage because that was a natural 20.
Well, deal with it.
Suck a fart in the wind, bud. Get
14.
crop dusted. You knock it back, half of it. There's no burn from it, but you instantly feel from like your nostrils all the way down to your very toes the warmth of this drink, and then suddenly it feels like you've been sitting outside during like the winter storm, and you see your vision just go full blurry a little bit, and then your vision just goes away, and like you can only see like 5 inches in front of you. And then eventually, the room eventually becomes almost too vibrantly clear
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
as the alcohol just slams into you like a freight train. But you're not going down for the count.
Finish it.
I need you to roll another check.
At disadvantage, right?
Yep.
All right.
Searching my pouches for those sober fruits.
Well, it's not a 1. 5.
Make a dex check for me at disadvantage too, bud.
Jesus.
I guess that one was destined to be 17.
17?
Yep.
You slam this back, and those effects just instantly hit you all at once. It's not like one after another like before, it's just all at once. And you instantly fall backwards, but you manage to catch yourself. But you're like looking at your arm that's holding on to the bench, and it's like full wobble. And you look at your other arm, and it's like watching a noodle. And then you sit up on the chair, and it's like you're sitting on a very unstable seesaw as you're sitting there. And you're like watching the silverware like wobble up and down and stretch and distort
Looking around the room.
It's bad. As you move, you're like, you see him like discombobulated. You see, it's just like he just got off like a roller coaster blindfolded. His eyes are dilated and massive and huge. And as she talks, it's like almost like she's talking underwater.
Do people look
Huh?
distorted too?
Oh yeah.
I was looking around. What's like the nearest like person?
You know in the rundown when they eat that fruit and that's a super distorted effect on people? Yeah, you're seeing that happening.
You got a funny looking face. And then try hard not to collapse.
And as you're talking, your voice is just as warbly underwater as everyone else's.
You're seeing this too, right? Probably not. You could probably outdrink a dwarf. Think you have at one point, haven't you?
One pupil is like pinpoint, one is like the size of the whole eye.
Wow, that would be some.
I
Crazy.
got hit on by a dwarf, not drank a dwarf under the table.
So,
Oh, okay.
you get to the Tinker's Guild.
Uh huh.
You go find a workshop.
Workshop. Well, yeah, a workshop that I can use and start putting the frame together. I guess.
Okay. Per what we had discussed about how you want the shape.
Uh huh.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while to get the frame together, but Ace is there to help you.
Yeah, I
so
got Ace though, and I got the new
So-
Mantis thing. So cool.
Yeah. Roll some tinkering checks for me.
Okay, how many?
652,000.
And a half.
I'm just
All right.
kidding.
Here you go. D&D
So we'd like
Beyond.
to
how well can you do
apologize
this?
I need,
to D&D
Geo
Beyond Crash
right
for
now
the
to
next
start.
few minutes.
We'll
We bring
crash
down the
D&D
D&D
Beyond
Beyond
for
servers.
everybody.
That'd be impressive.
Would they be angry with us? Or would they be impressed that we had to do that many checks? Or that
I
he
don't think
had to do
anybody would be impressed that we had to do that many checks because it's just bad news bears.
Having troubles with the frame right now, I guess.
So
that
yeah,
first
you see
one-
him just like, oh, it's bad. He's in a special place.
I'm fishing around for that sober fruit, and I'm just gonna shove it in his mouth when he starts talking again.
This fruit hits you, and you can taste every little every centimeter of texture. You can
I
taste.
can taste the texture.
Yes.
Taste the textures, smell the
Yes.
sounds, hear the smells.
Can you hear colors?
And as you start
Where
to
is this?
colors.
and as you start to chew on it, it's like firecrackers going off in your ears from the noise of your own chewing.
Oh god, do the schnozberries taste like schnozberries?
What's funny about this is I rarely ever drink.
What else you doing, manga?
I'll probably head back. Tavern.
You get back to the tavern and you hear a little bit of laughing coming from the actual like food portion of the place. You peek in there and you see Cayenne and see-
I really don't.
Scabbard like wobbling around, almost like a noodle, almost anime style because he's so lucid and
Comes to
out
mind
of it.
is going Johnny Depp.
It's like
The
the
rubber
scene of
hose?
Squidward flailing
Rubber
his
hose.
tentacles.
Yeah.
And you just see like Cayenne reach out, just shove something in his mouth, and he does, and you see Scabbard basically not probably knowing how to respond. Right now.
Oh fuck, you did it again.
Head in, find out what's going on. And the waitress
That
like,
noodle.
Yeah.
Doing noodle things is your thing, buddy. How
And-
dare he try to impersonate you?
and Mongo walks up to the table.
Oh, you're even funnier looking.
Why is he drinking?
And the bartender's like, "Would you like a drink too?
Definitely.
You have it coming up."
You should try what I had.
Order something little stronger than usual.
Okay. And the waitress like, "Would you like food?"
I should probably have something.
Oh yeah, food. What did I order? I'm looking at
Didn't-
Cayenne.
He never ordered anything.
You ordered nothing, Scab.
Can I get some fish?
We'll get you something that would help with the drink.
Okay.
And then the waitress like, "I can't
He said he would like fish.
Okay. And so, really, so his drink is set down in front of you, and it's in a small stout glass, and there's like almost like these like little floating orbs in it that are like the actual things, and it's like you see like cream on top, and it's just like trailing down towards the bottom of it.
I was about to say, it's like, did I order a boozy boba tea?
Yeah, I was gonna say
That could actually be pretty good.
That would be really good.
Yeah.
boba in a mixed drink of some sort. That could
You
could
do
be
the
pretty
That'd be
popping boga, and that
interesting.
has the alcohol in it.
Yeah.
good. Oh,
That'd be really interesting.
But yeah, you have a nice drink there, and they refer to it as the dude.
The dude.
So,
One that I had, was it called the sweet?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm thinking this one's more like a white Russian.
yeah, it's like shark bite.
Which are fantastic. A shark bite sangria. That'd be really good.
Cheers.
The great sangria.
Yeah. So you have your drinks. Eventually food is brought to you, and it's loaded baked potato soup in a bread bowl.
Cheers to whoever got that reference, by the way.
So, what were your rolls there, bud?
15 and 10.
15 and 10?
Yep.
So you get started in the frame lined up, and you're having Ace move it, and he moves it too much, and you hear just
Ace!
completely out of place. And he just looks
Buddy!
at you like,
You need to learn your strength, man.
he pushes it back the other way, and it snaps.
You gotta be gentle.
Hear the rain.
So, yeah. You get the food. You have a very drunk scab that is going to hopefully start to point up soon.
Try to mend that piece that he just broke.
And Feisty just kind of reaches up out of underneath the table. You see her massive paw. She's kind of searching around for like
Or
something.
something.
Did she already eat that pouch of barbecue?
That's gone.
She ate that whole thing of barbecue already.
I order like this many more.
Gonna get some of
And the
what he ordered.
waiter's like 3 more bowls. Okay, got it.
No, no, no. Something that's unrelated. Yes, things.
I'll grab some
So-
of what he ordered and put it by Feisty's paw and make it barbecue flavor. So barbecue fish?
No, you guys are all eating the same thing.
Oh.
They gave him bread and carbs to help cut the alcohol. He's not safe to walk right now.
I have an odd question. Do you have like a decent rack of beef ribs or anything?
We do have steak. It's
That-
left over from yesterday.
That would be perfect for Feisty.
It
Okay.
is at a discounted price because it is from yesterday.
I will take at least 5 pounds of it. If you
That-
have that much.
That would be the last of it. We will get that. Do you want it? What is that? And she looks over startled at the massive paw.
That
That's
is
just-
feisty.
That's Feisty.
That's feisty, and she's hungry and she wants our food.
She can sit at the table. She doesn't have to be underneath.
She doesn't like being seen. She's like those weird rogue types.
Your voice is just completely slurred right now. She's like,
She doesn't like to be seen. She prefers secrecy.
oh,
She's comfy down there.
okay. Well, we'll get the steak and
How long is it gonna last?
roll another con check at disadvantage, bud.
Swear to God, if you barf in my fucking bag,
Barf's right in your soup.
I fucking
Has
punch
he
him.
felt any effects from the fruit at all?
That's another 5. All
It'll
right.
take a little bit longer to hit him because it was such a potent drink. Who wants all the top shelf alcohol? Yes, you.
I got apparently the cheaper end of the top shelf.
So, you mend the piece,
Uh-huh.
start getting back to work on the frame.
Yep.
Yep.
And keep an eye outside just as it starts to get dark. I'm gonna hit my way back.
Yeah,
over.
sun's already starting to go down. You've been working on the frame for a while.
Okay. Good enough to know. Then I'll send Ace home with a note again, saying, "Be back later tonight."
Be
And head
gone,
over
thought.
and head over to the Squeak Easy.
All right. Someone has a hots for another moon mouse.
He just wants information.
Is that what they're calling it?
Nikolai's totally in love.
No, he's not in love.
He doesn't understand.
He's
that.
got a thing for gnomes.
No,
His
He's
fetish is
reserved-
well known.
he's reserved for
Oh
that
my
hamster.
god. Is he living in a gnomish paradise?
Very neat.
There's a reference.
Yeah.
Spotted. Oh, cool.
So they bring up the 5 pounds of steak. It smells absolutely delicious. It's been marinated. It was cooked. It's practically falling apart. It's almost like a really nice roast, essentially. Slightly pink in the middle. Nice. And Feisty just pokes her head up out of the table.
Pick one of them up, pull it out of the feisty. Here you go. These are all yours.
As you pick one up, she yomps down on it, and your entire hand is inside her mouth, but not like painfully, but just like, and you can just feel her like tongue
It's
and the
like,
warmth
hey,
and drool.
careful. Pull back.
Your arm's just covered in like the drool.
Pick up the whole plate and hand it to feisty. Just hold it there. She's freaking huge.
And she watches you dump all the food on the floor because you're
sorry.
drunk.
Well, it's yours. Here you go.
I'll mage paw the stuff back onto the plate.
And she just looks like insult, like she's having to eat like some sort of savage.
No, I'm sorry, feisty. I try to give her a pat on the head.
You end up patting the table,
I'm gonna.
and
get
she
this-
gives you the biggest, most depressing Puss in Boots eyes. Yeah, that was an actual 20 on her performance.
Just makes Scab feel so bad he just starts tearing up.
I'm gonna pat Feisty.
Let's be honest. At least half the people in this room have been that gone.
I think we all
I'm a pat Feisty and start getting the steaks off the floor.
You got him back onto the blade, so it's. If she offers you one,
Probably the most insane, like, sight.
I'll nibble on it.
it's nice and juicy. It's like got that really nice, like if you grill a steak and it's got that nice perfect pink in the middle.
Mm.
kind of want to stay.
No one wants steak.
Steak does sound good, but I don't know if it's gonna be good as some potato soup.
Some fucking with
Tater soup. And yeah, you get to the Squeak Easy, go in,
Yep.
find a place to sit down.
Find a nondescript, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm troubles with words today.
Words.
Inconspicuous place.
Yeah.
Trying to be inconspicuous.
Roll a performance.
Okay.
Pat, you're in a Mongo.
Yeah.
So you
all
guys can
that
talk amongst,
stalking check.
so you can talk amongst yourselves. You see Mongo's now back with the group.
Hey, not bad.
Welcome back, Mongo.
Mambo.
Wow.
Is Scav contagious?
I had word vomit just then. I'm sorry.
Is Mambo my fifth brother?
Your
Oh my
twin.
gosh, we all have word vomits tonight.
Your twin who is not as book smart
Yeah.
and is barbarian.
Just kind of rumbos through battle.
Yes. Does a nice samba,
Cuban Pete.
but don't ever let him tango with you because it just ends badly.
Oh.
I just keep the references going in here.
15.
But does he
50?
tango for cash?
Anyway, you guys can talk amongst yourselves.
So this is a situation where I would like Mage Hand because we can just send it over there and slap
I would like to perform critical violence.
it.
So like lean over on the Mongo and be like, you're the greatest brother in the world.
You could just smell the
Oh.
now like the berry mixed with the alcohol mixed with the soup.
Oh, you've got to stop drinking.
I only had one,
Which is
I
one too
think.
many.
maybe. Where are we?
Gonna
Well,
just
another
shove
contact
more of the fruit in his mouth.
Oh God, that's not good.
One.
I swear to God, if you vomit, you're eating fucking table, bud.
So, you feel the room sway a little bit, and as she puts another piece of fruit in your mouth, that kind of hits the wrong spot, and you instantly like start to vomit. And Feisty puts her paw up, and you just vomit all over Feisty,
Oh.
and you just see it just dripping off of Feisty, and Feisty just like she just looks horrified,
I'm gonna try and get up.
and you hit the floor, and you crack your face on another bench. Your tooth is like stuck in like the leg of the bench.
I think that's a night for Scabbard.
You see Scabbard just laying there and a drool coming out of his mouth and a tooth stuck in the actual like bench.
I don't think those fruits work on Scabbard.
Oh, they work just fine. You just are rolling like Mongo.
I
I'll
had a
clean
feeling
Feisty up.
the fun times were gonna come,
I-
so I'm rolling.
I think I'm gonna take Scav to the room. Just kind of carry him, like pony keg carry him.
Yeah, his little tooth are left a nice hole.
I'll mend the hole if I notice it.
Do a perception. Feisty's just like,
You disturbed the cheddar.
I gotta get my dice, bud.
Feisty, you can come with me. I'll get you cleaned up.
It's okay.
Oh my god, cheddar,
Oh
you're
my
a
God.
dork.
Oh,
oh,
baby.
You have lost your dice and your tray.
I got my D20. I blame you.
that's like blaming Feisty or Noodle.
Noodle's nothing but wonderful.
He is
I
very
said
content.
investigation.
Yeah,
8.
Cheddar.
8.
Like how he ate the bar stool.
He's opened up your dice tray, by the way.
I know.
Sure doesn't
He does
push
that.
any of them out by accident.
So, you head up to the room too.
After I clean up Feisty and whatever vomit happens to be around.
Oh, it was a mess.
Yeah, I know how much he barfs.
And
An
you
entire
realize,
backpack full.
you realize he just vomited up 5 platinum worth of alcohol.
You know what they say, you don't buy beer, you rent it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed my drink, and now I'm going to give Feisty a basically as much a spa treatment as I can. Even though you did clean her up.
Yep.
Still gonna do that regardless.
And oddly enough, he knows Mongo has no hat on. It's kind of like Mongo's bald.
Did you, player, did you mention to us that Humphrey was getting hat treatment?
Don't
Probably
think he
not.
did.
I probably that was probably just a deal with him and Humphrey.
You're out.
Oh,
You choose
I
one.
fully expect to be.
You're like a passed out baby alligator.
Seeing from personal
Mongo,
experience,
there's
I think that's only
something
happened to me, like,
amiss.
once actually.
Yes, he thought alcohol was a good idea. He has yet to
No.
learn that the hard
No,
way.
no. He even told me he's had that specific cocktail before, and it was fine in his body. But when you were
Get so
gone, you
deep.
didn't see what his smartness did. He decided to down half of it, and then
Moments
drink
later.
the remainder, versus drinking it in like 4 sections or more increments.
Or just like
Over
sipping on it,
time.
enjoying it. You just decided to
Exactly.
do it all at once.
Just 2 shots.
And the bartender is like, it's a sipping drink.
I could see that. It looked very, very nice, and I was curious and would have sipped it myself. But I will try it at some point though.
Brother's very, very new to the wide world of alcohol and is still learning, and I don't think any of us ever told him that some you just chug, others you shoot, others you just sip on and enjoy.
Well, off you guys go. We do room service, so you can have food delivered. Oh, wait, hold on. The barkeep, you see him go to the back real quick. They come to the front and they sit down on a loaf of bread. You're gonna need that.
Thank you very much.
Could I possibly have some like savory pastries sent to the room?
Of course.
At least a dozen, just for brother's sake and for our sakes.
We can have a box of those sent up.
Thank you. And I will carry Scav like a keg up the stairs.
Good.
Just like snoring.
Obnoxious snoring has begun.
Chip,
It actually sounds like when a baby crocodile snores.
chip.
That like squeak. Yeah. He sounds like a little laser beam.
Little laser beam.
Laser beams.
Little laser beam sounds for snoring.
That would be so
I support
annoying.
this 100%.
So eventually, the familiar moon mouse, she does come out.
Oh, okay. Alright. I'll just try to observe, get a sense of her mood. I like how she's interacting with others.
Do a perception, bud.
Okay.
So you get back to the room. You got your little laser cannon going on over here.
I am going to, as gently as I can, lay him in his bed where he's laying on his side. Maybe a pillow or something propped behind him against his back. Like I would do to anyone in person that couldn't handle their libations.
Yep.
I'll make sure there's at least some kind of container, whether it be box or pail, like closer toward his head in case.
Investigate your pack.
I was more so going to investigate the room.
Okay. Yeah, you can do actually both if you want.
I will do that, and that's a 9.
A 9. Well, you don't immediately find anything. You do have in your pack. One of the horse feeds. The thing. You put on
Oh,
horse-
the...
Yeah.
Okay, the feedbacks.
Yeah, feedback, and you can just put that on him, and he'll catch anything.
Why does guy have horse feed?
She works with horses.
And they can also be used as dust mask for the birds.
That makes sense.
But
Yeah,
if he has
or a
bag
vomit catcher for a
strapped to
scabbard.
his head,
Or vomit catcher for scabbard.
Well, what's
How
your
they
roll?
work, it
17.
only would cover like
17?
the nose
Seems
down,
in a fairly decent mood.
so the eyes.
As
rest
far as you can tell from
no,
the
but
previous
if
encounter.
the
Yeah.
snout is buried
Is she with
in it,
anybody?
and he starts harping, couldn't you drown in that? Because no matter what way, it's still all right there.
I can probably find a way to fix this to where it won't be on his face.
You can easily do that. You're familiar enough with it.
Yeah. Find a way to, like, have it attached near his face, near, like, a nightstand or whatever's close nearby.
Yeah.
She with anybody, or is she just going up to the bar herself? Or
Just goes up to the bar by herself.
okay, I'll head over when she has sat down and sit next to her.
You guys are in the room, discussing things amongst yourself, wondering how to not kill Scav. And, Nikolai,
Yes.
you join,
Yeah, I go sit next to her. Like, oh, hello again. How are you?
she just deadpan turns towards you and she's like, you better find me a fucking drink or I'm gonna stab you in the fucking kidneys, you motherfucker.
Sure. What you drinking?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, that looks good. Oh, the top shelf drink right there. 10 platinum.
Sure.
Oh, God. Look who's burning through all the money over here.
Yeah, I try spending money on things that are useful.
You're one to talk. You just barfed up a 5 platinum drink.
I will admit, that one hurt my pocket. Ow.
Hurt the group's pocket.
No, that was out of my own coin.
So you buy the drink for her.
Yeah.
She starts sipping it. She's like, "All right, open your fucking mouth. Produce words. What the fuck do you want?"
Well, I don't think I got your name. What's your name?
She's like, "Why is that important to you?"
Because I would like to know what to call you, Mike.
They simply refer to me as broker.
Okay, broker. So, how's things been for you?
Oh, I don't know. Business,
Good. Good business?
selling, trading, doing my job.
Awesome.
What about you? How useless are you being to society?
Hey, I'm not useless. Me and my siblings have saved like 2 towns now.
She's like, right, I'm sure that was by happenstance, not by actual skill.
I mean, yeah, mistakes were made, but we intended to help, and we did.
She's like, right. And she takes a sip of her drink. So, is this an elaborate game to hit on me, or are you looking for any using information and trying to broker information out of me?
Well, no, I'm not hitting on you. Though I'm sure you're a wonderful woman.
Here we have the rest of the team's like, she's a cunt. Excuse me for using that term for people at home that are offended by it.
Well, the thing is, up until yesterday, I thought I was the only one of my kind in this world. I'm actually trying to look for my parents.
They're probably dead.
That's a possibility. I hope not. But apparently they've left things along my way. I'm supposed to go, like, do certain things. And then eventually I'll find them, I guess.
She looks at you, she's like,
So,
for me to care, that's an extra fee.
okay. I was just wondering if you can tell me about yourself and your experiences that you are comfortable with sharing so I know, like, where you came from.
I grew up on the streets in the main city. I learned my trade and I got very good at it. And now I'm in this city as the information broker for the main city.
So do you remember your parents?
No, I don't. They died before I can actually remember them.
Yeah, my parents left me a note, something about there was something that they had to leave me behind and go do. And they left me at an orphanage. And now I'm out looking for them. My brothers and sisters are with me. That was the folks you met earlier.
She takes another drink and she's like, well, how generic.
It's the kind of story you hear all the time.
Oh, woe is me. I'm looking for my parents. I'm an orphan. I hope to find them someday. Oh, yeah, it's going to end in a tragedy. 99% of the time it does.
Well,
Just wait till you get to the part of the story where your family betrays you because they have better options than you.
yeah, I'm sure it's possible. But I don't know anything about them other than the couple things they left me, so.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the current family that you claim you have.
Well, yeah. Mongo, he's the munchkin that actually does stupid tricks on me all the time. Cayenne, she kicks me all the time.
He's a mean drunk.
She's like, case in point, you're useless and you're just entertainment for the group.
Yeah, I do have to end up relying on a lot of people. One of the reasons why I picked up my trade at the tinkering. Hey, this guy. Well, I didn't make him, but I can make something like him.
And she just
And-
looks at you very unimpressed.
And you saw Ace the other day, the big monkey. He was cool. He helps me out a lot.
Well, he's certainly more useful than you. Eventually, he's gonna start taking charisma hits here. Like, fuck.
So, what's your actual favorite drink here?
The one I'm currently drinking.
Wow. All right. I'll have another one. I'd like to try it.
Hey, Tom, mark another 10 off.
Motherfucker. You want to know the entry that I have on here? What it reads?
Sure.
It's good.
Word for word. 10 platinum for a drink to run some game at the broker, Moonmouse.
So the drink comes up and it's given to you.
All right. Presuming it's sipping because she's sipping it herself. So,
You take a sip
yeah,
of
take
it.
a sip of it. Yeah.
I need you to roll a con check.
All right. Hey, that's a good one. 21.
You take a sip of it, and it's equivalent to drinking fucking battery acid.
Woo! I'll slowly slip this one.
It burns all the way down. You can feel like your esophagus getting ever so slightly damaged.
So, so what do people do in town when they're passing through? You know? What would you do if you didn't have to work while you were here?
She's like, I study my job and do it very well. What else do fucking people do when they go to a town? They restock. They check the local wares. Oh, look, they look for possible jobs. Really? Is the rest of your family that much smarter than you?
Well, like I said, we grew up in an orphanage.
Oh,
And
boo fucking who?
all I'm saying is that we don't know much of the world. We've been-
Honestly, from the little bit I've seen, your family is much more well prepared for the world than you are. You'll probably be the first one to die.
Actually, no. I think I was, actually.
And she just kind of smiles a little, and she's like, yeah, probably from your own stupidity. Craig's like, I want to murder this person.
I'll just continue drinking and chit chat with her. I mean, she has no information. I'm not going to super press her for more information. So,
She's nothing like a moon mouse that you've experienced.
yeah. Well, the only experience he has is himself.
Yeah. He loves to explore the secrets of the moon mouse.
Want to rephrase that a little bit, then?
Wow. Wow.
You're the one that said it.
You're the ones that thought it.
Late night squeaking.
Oh, that's how you know what mage pawing is.
Oh, late night tinkering.
Wow.
So, is that what you call self-improvement?
Tinkering with a very specific tool.
Is that why he doesn't have dark vision? He went blind?
So you continue just...
Yeah, just shit. And then, if get any more details if I can, because maybe she's softened up and more receptive to just talking to someone. Cool. If not, and she knows about as much about herself as Nikolai knows about himself.
Oh no, she drinks more, she gets more jaded and harsh.
Okay.
Jesus.
So yeah, I mean that's it. I was just trying to see if she knew anything, if she knew what her background was or anything. And she doesn't seem to, or doesn't want to share it with me, and I don't think I can do to get it out of her. So
Essentially, the only information you get is she grew up in the Rogues Guild
okay.
from being a small child.
Yeah. I will tell her the story about the trap chest that I disarmed with a little bit of help from Scout.
She just looks over at you and she's like, yeah.
In fact, I have it on me. Actually.
She looks over at you and she's like, yeah, I was cornered in an alleyway and I killed 13 people. I enjoyed it.
Me and my siblings took
I
on.
sold their parts to a lizard folk. They're quite happy.
That is an interesting thing lizard folk do, isn't it?
Easy money.
I guess, huh? It's like me and my siblings.
I wonder how much they would pay for your corpse.
Probably as much as they would pay for yours.
If they respect me, you're a snack to them.
Wow. Yeah, so I'll take the chest, the little shrinky dink chest, and I'll put it on the table. Don't touch it. That's the thing I disarmed. It has a little shrinky dink thing on it. It's pretty cool.
You're
She's
breaking
like-
your chest out in public, bud?
She just looks at you and she's like, yeah. And I'm sure your instrument of procreation is smaller.
Oh,
Is there an open space on the floor?
I don't know if I like where this is going.
Mungo's like, I'm disturbed.
I sense a disturbance.
Is there big enough open space on the floor?
No,
No.
it's a fairly crowded place.
Okay. Well, if there was enough space, I'd show you what this thing really is. It's extremely complex.
She's
You
like,
being from the Rose Guild will probably find it very interesting.
she just looks over at you. She's like, honestly, I'm off hours and I don't give a flying fuck.
Okay.
So you can put your little instrument away.
Put it back in the little thing I had on the put on it, so it's just hanging there on my chest. You'll be in the office tomorrow. Maybe I can come show it to you then.
Of course I'll be in the office tomorrow. What kind of fucking idiot are you?
I don't know
Why
what
wouldn't
your
I be
hours
doing
are.
my fucking job?
I don't work every day, all day. Oh, actually, sometimes I do. I've been yelled at about that before.
Right.
Working too hard, spending
Because,
too much time.
again, to reiterate, your siblings are way smarter than you.
Actually, no, they're not.
I haven't been proved otherwise.
So yeah, after some time, yeah, just say goodbyes and head back home late at night.
Yep. And she heads off in a different direction.
Okay.
Let's hear a roll stealth. Yep. You're not finding her. You just hear her walk into a shadow and you
Then
don't
she's
see anything else. And just like,
Impressively, I'll. That's a good one. You show me how to do that someday. Saying it out loud.
meanwhile, back to you, siblings.
Roll
After
the dice.
I've dealt with the shit-faced wonder over there, I'm gonna tend to Feist, even though Mongo had cleaned her. I promised her to give her like a spa treatment.
You can do a nature on that. You have advantage because you're familiar with animals. What are you doing, Mongo?
Gonna basically head up to my little area. Going through all the pockets on the new robes.
All right. Roll an investigation.
And I got an 18 for nature.
You start grooming her and making her look all nice and pretty and fluffing her.
Yeah.
And you get, and it's actually kind of funny. You actually fluff her too much, and she looks like one of
Oh,
those
you
cows
familiar.
that's been fluffed.
A shampooed cow?
Yeah. And she walks in, and while you're doing your studies, Mongo, you see Feisty walk in, and she looks like a shampooed cow.
A fluffy feisty.
I didn't think it was possible, feisty, but you got more adorable. Gonna stop what I'm doing and actually go over and like pet.
It's so fluffy. And what'd you get on your roll?
19.
19? Start going. You see Mongo starting to go through all the pockets of his new robes and trying to figure out if there's anything in there.
I'll just watch in curiosity.
And you pull out something, and it's a wind-up set of chattering teeth.
Of course the bard would fucking have something like that. Let's start looking at it. Seeing if it's magical, seeing if the...
Arcana.
Oh, fuck, my nemesis.
And it's really late into the night. It's well past like 11 o'clock, and eventually Nikolai comes back into the room. He's got a buzz going. He smells a little bit like, pipe smoke and musty bar smell.
Is the smell familiar?
Yeah.
Hi.
10.
Huh?
10.
It's magical.
Let me guess, you went to a bar?
I went back to Sneaky.
Did you go annoy the cunt again?
I think she's annoyed by existence at all.
I
entirely.
think she's just annoyed by your voice.
No.
Because she wanted nothing to do with you at all.
After I bought her a drink, she was talkative.
How many times did she threaten you?
Was it the entirety of the conversation?
No. I mean, there was one time where she said something about selling her friend's body parts to lizard folk and suggested that they would probably pay good for me. And I threw that
They
back
would
at
probably
her.
wouldn't pay a thing for you and just grab you and eat you.
Oh, he put up a fight.
And I threw that back at her,
Oh, come on, that
basically
little
to
flame thing. You'd
imply,
be the spiciest rat I've ever
you
eaten.
know, that moon mice are very rare anyway, so yeah, they probably pay the same for
Yeah.
you.
Mongo.
Just try to get some information for her.
So you have an Arcana.
She's the
roll
only
on
other
that.
moon mouse I've ever met before.
10.
She's
Yeah,
not
no,
a nice lady.
it's magical.
As
Gonna
I
bust out
stated,
the
a
check
cunt.
on it.
That's the proper description for people like her.
Oh, okay.
People who are rude and who are just give no regard to any life whatsoever.
Go
She's
no,
like
I'll
straight
see
to
this
the point,
section.
all business about her entire life is just seems boring. She
Yeah,
works.
I'll head
That's all
back
she does.
upstairs into my little area. And
I mean, how is that
Okay.
different than your tinkering? When you're gone all hours of the night, you're not here with us. We go off and we do things during the day, and you're nowhere to be found until late at night, like now.
I was remaking my Reach Magic.
Yes, but you don't have to do it for like hours upon hours upon hours upon hours, and maybe even a day or longer.
I
You
only
can
worked
take
on it for a
breaks.
few hours and then went to the bar.
Yet you ignored the entire film. Until now. So you're doing your identify stuff?
yep.
Little laser beams coming off over in the corner.
Yeah, you hear the snoring. It sounds like little laser beams.
Very familiar sounding too.
Like the last time he got drunk and passed the fuck out. Oh my god, he's drinking again, isn't he?
He had a cocktail that his system can actually handle. It just so happens he still is bad. It's just bad.
Like, what'd he do?
Well, he got a really top shelf 5 platinum worth drink at the bar. Drank half of it within not even probably a couple of minutes, and then decided to down the rest of it very quickly without
I
thinking.
guess he doesn't understand that's usually the expensive drinks are sippy drinks.
He does not. So
And
he
You see
vomited.
Feisty walk by looking all fluffy.
What happened to the What'd you do, Mongo?
Mongo didn't do anything. I gave her spa treatment because she tried to block the path of vomit coming from Scav and ended up getting covered in all of it.
Did you string him up so he doesn't drown his own vomit again?
I went upstairs.
I took care of that.
Oh. Alright. Alrighty then.
She mommed the shit out of it.
Still haven't found out how much he paid for drinks.
By the way, was the drink good? No, it was pretty harsh going down all the time.
It was just like drinking fucking jet fuel, essentially. Mixed with battery acid.
And expensive drinks aren't all good, so keep in mind. If you buy an expensive drink, it's probably not going to be good. It might not be good. Just put it that way.
You hear him say expensive.
How much did you spend on drinks tonight?
I don't know. It was like 20 platinum.
20 platinum.
You just hear this break from upstairs. I'm gonna grab one of the cards and just fling it right between his legs.
Roll a dex attack.
Right, D20 plus dex.
Yeah.
7.
7. This card just goes whizzing way over your head and hits the wall.
What the hell, Mongo? Why'd you do that?
Stop what I'm doing. Go to the balcony. Why are you trying to get her liquored up? When did our brother become a
Buy her a
deviant?
drink so I could talk to her, and she wanted that drink. And since I was wanting to talk to her, I wanted to drink the same drink. You know what you do with company when you're trying to entertain someone and talk to them?
You don't have
Hold
to
on.
order the same item.
Out of character. How many drinks were bought?
2.
2?
Just 2.
Okay. Because when he said he had another one, he had one. Because like she had 2. So was it like 3 grand total or
No,
2.
2 grand
she
total?
had one drink. I had. Nikolai had one drink.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But still, 20 platinum.
Scavenger didn't even spend.
Wait
that
till you
much.
find out how much you spend all day.
Just another 5 platinum. Oh, look at this! It's real cool. Watch. Pull out the machine, the engine part again. Screwdriver.
You see it chained into a screwdriver.
I only need one tool. Pretty cool. Watch. Wrench for that bolt.
Okay, one, I thought you gave the mantis to Augie.
No, this is a different one. I bought this one.
Oh.
You're going to need another drink, Cayenne.
Just digging that hole deeper.
So how many lashes do I need to give your back, Nikolai? How much did you
Why?
fucking spend?
I'm not allowed to buy anything.
Things that are useful. The tool that you got is great. Getting a broker who is strictly all business liquored up just so
It
you can
wasn't
fawn
great.
at her and look like this. Oh, you're another moon mouse. Let's see if we're related. Let's know about your family. Grow up.
To be fair, he probably wasn't asking about if they're related. Probably trying something else.
I just wanted
Possibly
to
more
find
horizontal.
out about her life a little bit. To find out if she knew anything else about moon mice.
And you clearly heard her say she's not met another one and she's not like you. Meaning she grew up on the streets, as she stated in our last meeting with the cunt. So obviously she's not gonna know a fucking thing about moon mice. She mentioned so before, so you wasted your fucking time and used part of our bank to pay for yourself an acrid drink, a good drink. I don't fucking
That
know.
was very good.
Okay,
It
so
was like battery acid. It was terrible.
okay, you deserve that then.
It was gross.
Yeah, you deserve to experience that. But point
Have
being,
Noodle go down and get the card back.
could have
The what?
saved the money
Have
you
Noodle go down
spent
and get
on
the
both
card
of
back.
those drinks on supplies you could have
Dude's
needed
back
to
with
build more cool things or to help fix our wagon or maybe get scrolls that would be useful.
So, okay. So, if you knew of a possibility of possibly getting more information about your family, would you just say fuck it and not spend a little bit extra coin to try to get some more information?
No, because my family obviously left me at an orphanage for a reason, so obviously they don't care, or either they are dead, so it is of no benefit to me.
Mongo
What about
just
you, Mongo? Would you not spend any money or resource to find out about your birth family? Because it's a waste of time?
Just hear Mongo go quiet.
does your tail droop too,
Yeah.
and your ears.
What's wrong? You just...
Normally, I would be with Cayenne on this, but we just got like 10K worth a couple of drinks trying to find out about one's family. Really isn't that bad. We've spent more on less.
He just said he was wanting to learn more about her.
Now,
You've
I'm
heard
not-
how he speaks to people that we meet in person. All it is idle small talk and chatter. It's like, oh, hi, what's your name? Oh, hi, how are you? Oh, how was your day? What did you do today? What do you like to do other than work?
And
What
you,
else are you supposed to talk to people about?
so as you're talking to him, you see the skeletal cat walk by.
Oh.
And you kind of see like little mushrooms inside its ribcage.
That's.
What are you
Did
doing to
they-
the skeleton cat?
I did nothing to Bojangles.
That's right, Bojangles, that's right.
So did he eat them or did they just like hitch a ride? I don't understand. Anyway,
Do they look like they're growing out of him?
so these are different.
Nature.
Oh,
Nature. Well, that's the answer. Nature.
Yeah.
That's yeah, nature.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to make sure he's okay.
got it.
Goes up and starts clawing at a drape.
Hey, don't do that, kitty. I have to fix that.
Bojangles, don't do that.
Stops mid like a guilty cat. Lowers its paws down.
If
Looks
you-
as innocent as a skeletal cat can.
If you need something to claw on, I will take you out at night and you can have a tree, a fallen tree.
Do you go back to identifying your thing?
Mhm.
Okay. Taking the full hour to identify it?
Oh yeah.
Okay. You walk off very quietly.
I just don't understand. Like,
You
if
guys
had
can
a chance
do a
to find out.
perception. You two can do a perception.
Not so much the sloshed one.
No,
Slosh one is passed out.
Ding.
you're having weird dreams of fuzzy kobolds and cuddly, bizarre-looking goblins that don't look like any other goblin you've ever seen.
Dreams or nightmares?
Both?
A bad trip.
High or low?
Hi.
High for good dreams. You're in a tavern drinking with them, having a merry old time. And it's a rainbow of fuzzy kobolds. And a rainbow of bizarre looking goblins.
Nah, Scav's not a sleep talker.
What'd you get for your roll?
19.
19?
17.
17? As you guys, you guys pick up on that there is something possibly bothering Mongo the way he's presenting himself, the way he walked off.
He just walked off just a moment ago.
Very quietly, without saying, "Hey, I'm gonna go work on something."
Hey, Mongo. Go follow. Go follow.
There, you put your circle together, back together, very melancholy.
Once I hear him coming up, I try to change my demeanor.
Roll a performance.
15.
Actually, roll a deception.
Oh.
Thank you.
Tickled my foot.
11.
11. You, even though he you come up the stairs and he's doing his identify circle with an object in the middle, as he does, and he almost seems like he's kind of like hastily like trying to pick up the pace, like his normal upbeat self.
Mm.
Do you head upstairs too, or just letting me?
After I calm down a little bit from yelling, I'll head up the stairs.
So, what's wrong?
That was deception I rolled?
Wasn't very high.
Nope.
Well, and I also did see you leave kind of melancholy, so.
They both did.
Didn't know that. Just found something from the previous owner of the robes and thought I'd try to figure it out.
Now, if Nathan forgets, did you tell us that was your father's robes?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. Oh yeah, cool. What was it?
Chattering teeth.
That's kind of freaky. Take a look at these chattering teeth. Look at them.
They're
I'm gonna
like
try to make sure he doesn't mess up the circle.
they're like pearly white teeth with like fleshy colored gums and a wind up to them. And weirdly enough, when you touch the gums, they're kind of like touching actual gums.
Actually
Ew.
fleshy.
Yeah.
Are they moist?
What the
Yeah.
fuck was Dad into? Out
Yeah.
of character, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get upstairs and
But why the long face? Because you found some new thing. Did it? Does it disturb you somehow?
Without messing up the circle, it kind of holds it. Well, this isn't exactly your average chattering teeth.
Yeah, no, but why
It's,
the long face? That would be exciting to find new stuff. Wouldn't
Just,
it?
Cayenne, with you having probably more of an experience with Mongo and dealing with him, you understand that magical items tend to make him happy, but seems off.
Laser beams.
Bring me downstairs. Pew, pew, pew.
So while he's in that state, if Cayenne just like straps him to her arm, could she just kind of hold out and pew, 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 and just Megatron the fuck out of this?
Actually, she could do that, and then you could just cast magic missile from him.
Channel magic missile for your.
I'm not against this
Yeah.
idea.
Do we? If we do this to an enemy, do we also get like extra psychic damage because they do not know what
What the
fuck's
fuck is going on?
What is going on?
Or just pick him up and just kind of use him like a Tommy gun.
Use his tail as a trigger. Crank his tail. Pew, 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 pew.
Oh, if we cut down a tree, can we call him the saw?
That does bring up an interesting thought. What if you literally could just grab one of the floating gems, and, like sling him or something?
Can't do that.
I didn't think so.
But yeah.
Interesting. Just come back to him.
Back
I
to
don't
the
want
topic at
artwork of this.
I'm just observing.
Oh, brother. What's wrong?
Just don't know
Usually
anything about
say-
the previous owners. All.
What do you know about it? I mean, about the previous owner? Anything about it?
Roll a bluff. Or a deception. You guys can roll insights.
I already know how I'm going to answer that. I'm just not sure if the dice roll would be
Just roll it.
yeah. Said deception.
Yep.
If you're trying to deceive, I would presume.
Well, that's the thing is I kind of wanted to give the answer and then do a roll because
Okay.
he would answer. It's like, well, kind of thought about him all my life.
Huh.
It's a 15 on the die, and I don't know what you want me to add to it for an answer like that.
You say thought about him?
Roll a deception. You guys can roll insight.
18.
18.
Did you just say you thought about him all your life?
Off and on.
Was it your dad's? Was that package you got?
Yeah.
So why are you sad?
It's still laying out the pieces for the identify.
Yep.
He's the one that taught me identify. I will attempt to help him.
Arcana
Let me help you, buddy.
Yeah.
This
Well,
is important.
is finding out a little bit more.
And can I help you?
And you kind of remember the weird centaur in the city that you've met.
Can I help you, brother?
I'll just leave
That's not bad at all.
and probably just close the door as quietly as possible so neither of them even hear me.
Okay.
18 on my Arcana.
Where are you off to? Or just your room?
Basically going to smoke as heavily as possible and just blindly leave.
Okay.
To go to some direction.
All right.
18 on my Arcana.
18 on our Arcana.
And I'm trying to do it exactly the way he taught me.
Okay.
Embracing his stupid shit. Butt wiggling crap.
He's instead of like doing a butt wiggle, like shaking his butt, he's actually developed kind of almost like a tango. And it's a lot more fluid now that he's slightly drunk.
Out of character. I would have figured he would have done something more like robot.
All right, let's do it. He's doing the robot. He hangs around with that other moon mouse enough. He's gonna be he's gonna be Robot Man.
Does he implement that little tail crook into it as well?
He actually swings his tail around.
So you're just blindly wondering?
Oh yeah. See what happens. Because we're within the city.
You hear. You're well keen of it, and you hear a little pause behind you, and you turn around and you see Feisty trying to hide behind a bush, but it's like one of those like very thin bushes, and her eyes are just peeking through so she can watch you.
We need art of that.
I'm just gonna look at her, grin, and just walk off and act like I didn't see her at all.
Starts following after you again.
So, what point in time does Feisty just get like the newspaper with the two eye holes in there?
That's a claw.
Looking through the eyes of a
Lets it
picture on
unfold all the way to try and hire.
looking through the eyes of a picture of a politician on the front page.
God, that's a deep cut from an old school cartoon. So it reduces the time to identify, and you identify them, and they're called the Cha-Cha teeth. When you wind them and throw them at an enemy, they'll hop around, distract the enemy, and then explode. And it takes a week to recharge it.
Okay, so it's not a one-time use thing.
You know, I can see that being something from The Mask. Or like Deadpool.
So, you identify this object, and you get a brief flashing of image of various people going, "Oh shit!" as they come out of the trance, and just see various body parts and explosions and casualties of these teeth.
Fuck, where the hell was this when we were fighting Smiley? Fuck, that would have been so poetic.
Is that Mongo or Tom?
Both.
And they don't
What's it
make
do?
and the reason why they're called the cha-cha teeth, they don't make a chittering sound. They go.
Hey, buddy. Are you mad at me still or something? Or not mad at me now?
He's a bit calmed down. Just give him loving. So, you wonder for a while, and you wonder for a while. Blazing it. And you eventually find yourself on the opposite side of the city at a different, almost
the road?
park area.
A little bit.
Do a nature.
You want some help? Get some more information?
That's a 14.
You want me to
14?
do it? Maybe I can get some information that you didn't see.
Do you flop down and get comfy?
Maybe a little
I'll get
bit.
comfy.
Okay.
Yeah. Ironically, you flop
Still
down
got it.
and you're in a mushroom
Those
circle.
were your dads.
Processing everything.
The roads were your dads.
And Feisty comes over and she sits down next to you.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Feisty.
She just leans on you. You can feel how big she's actually getting. And it's all muscle.
Give her scritches.
But she is a little fluffy right now, apparently.
Oh, yeah. She's full
Fluffy muscles?
Highland cow fluffy.
Oh god, what would a Highland cow look like after they've been shampooed and poofed?
Imagine that as a barbarian. I like to look good, but I rage.
I'm out. Everybody's got their limit. Barbarian says that. You know what? You won. Fucking off.
That broke you. Everything else hasn't broken you, but that's your limit.
I don't know where the fight's gonna go after that.
So, you're just kind of staring up at the rather clear sky. Beautiful sky and stars. And all the illumination of the city, you can see them just kind of snuffing out to where it's almost just the outer rim of the city that's illuminated at the wall. Rather appropriate music for this. And as you talk back and forth with your brother, you hear the various laser beam sounds downstairs. What are you two mischief makers doing?
I was just talking with Nicholas talking with Mongo about offering to identify his dad's ropes himself, so that maybe if he got additional information that Mongo didn't get before. But he said maybe later. So why you seem so melancholy, brother? Finding out more information about your family.
Apparently they had to go and do something, some fucking mission.
That's what the note from my parents said too. There's something very important that they had to go do. That's why they had to leave me.
So, I want you to do a perception.
But what the fuck could be so important that they have to leave me and my sister?
You have a sister?
7.
Wait a minute.
What do you get?
You were the only
It's always
one
Friday.
at home, weren't you? So they didn't leave your sister.
Feisty paws at
Or did
your
they?
pipe.
I don't know.
Oh
Maybe
no.
She's so curious.
I see. I don't know how you'll
right?
react to this.
She's on a different continent,
Yeah,
right?
on the other side of the world or something.
Other side of the world.
Yeah.
Feisty, I don't know how you'll react to this.
maybe
She's treating him more like the smell of it,
maybe
like
you're
catnip, and she rubs
the
against it
younger
a little
one,
bit.
and your
Like, as a
sister was
cat
like
probably would.
capable of helping too. So they
At some
just had to
point
leave you
when-
behind.
Cayenne is sober, I think she's gonna make like a basically
The
like
way
one of those
that
pouch catnip toys
They said
sort of things. I think she's gonna make one for
they had to
Feisty.
tell her that I was even in existence.
Make that at the Druid Circle though.
So I don't know if she even.
So you're
knows
gonna
about
craft a
you.
little thing.
Yeah.
All right.
One
Huh.
that's big enough for kind of like a hacky sack of sorts.
Do you know her name?
Make it at the Druid Circle and when it's the next day.
Cloudy day of sunlight. Sunny for short.
Oh, okay. I was like, so your name like makes a word that we call you. What the heck would we call her? But she goes by Sunny. Okay.
So, as you're probably getting ready
Dad
to
apparently
leave,
went by
starting to get a little bit chilly
Maggie.
because of the waterfall.
Your dad went by many names.
Maggie.
Maggie? Oh,
You can
Okay.
do one more.
is it like
Perception.
an acronym like your name is?
So Magister,
That's a 12.
the
12.
chaser of ethereal.
As you're getting up and
dreams.
Feisty's just hanging with you, keeping you company.
Sounds like a real awesome.
You see the mist coming down along this knoll area.
Apparently,
It's like a big grassy like.
he was pretty fucking good at what he did.
You almost see like a
He was probably
shape
very important. That's why he had to
in
leave
the
you.
actual mist itself, like almost like a
He was
spectral
probably
shape
like the only one that could do something.
of like
about
this
something.
massive centaur with a massive spear. And then as
Well,
you kind
he
of
just
shake your
had to
head a
go
little bit,
entertain
it's gone.
someone.
Gonna
I don't know.
just
told me
slowly
how he
walk away with my hand
had
on
to-
Feisty and then just
That he
picture like, I don't know
entertained
what
a
the fuck
bunch
that
of
was.
kings
She
and
looks at you like,
queens.
"Mhm."
That's pretty cool.
I just thought I saw something. There's nothing there though.
She looks in the
That doesn't
direction,
seem like something that's important to leave your family behind,
narrows her glaze.
just to
Mhm.
entertain someone.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Start heading back.
Yeah.
Feisty's
Maybe we
walking
can
next
find
to
your
you,
sister.
fairly
She
close to
knows
keep
more.
you warm. It's a quiet walk back.
And I'm gonna try to send her
Probably
send her something.
stop
tomorrow.
either near the Druid
Oh, okay,
Circle or
that's a good
stop
idea.
in the Druid Circle and get like
But
for like a late
no.
night snack for coming along with
I mean,
me.
I sent a
probably.
message to
Yeah,
Get
you
up
get
there,
to
yeah.
Poison
the,
Augie
you get to the Druid Circle. It's like
at the
probably
outpost
almost like
and haven't
2
heard
o'clock in the
anything
morning
back.
at this
Oh,
point.
okay.
I don't even
You
know
see
if
a
we'll
single-
get to her.
Torch lit there,
What's that?
and
I don't even know if we'll get to Sunny.
one druid you had talked about with her
Hmm.
deity, she's surprisingly awake.
There's
She's
got
just-
to be
She's sitting
some
next to
way
the
to-
torch. She has her book open, just kind of reading.
send messages to people.
It's almost eerie because of her tiefling nature and how
You
she
instead
looks.
of going through someone else to send it, you know. I mean,
Also, it's like
hell,
some kind
Scabs
of
learned some weird
spooky
messaging.
spirit out
Who
in the
would
middle
use
of
that?
nowhere.
Yeah. And you obviously know her mushrooms nearby.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. you can't miss the hulking mass.
Are you talking about the cantrip messaging?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh, that was
head on
Blair.
in
Yeah, yeah.
and
Um,
see if I can get
yeah, I think I
some
know the
kind of
spell that he uses.
snack or
I
food.
have access to it too.
Yeah. You
There's a range.
obviously talked to her. I'm
Oh, yeah.
guessing, yeah. She looks at you and she's like,
Can't even get on the other
Food?
side of the city.
Oh, jeez.
when did you get a cat?
It's just nearby.
Oh, this is Feisty. This is
Okay. Well,
the
I mean,
companion
like
of,
all things,
the
they just
companion
get,
and best
more
friend
better,
of
right?
the family.
as far as the magic goes.
But is
Um,
is claimed collar wise and
practice enough, you can
registration by my brother Scab.
cast bigger spell.
Kind
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
barbaric, but understandable. And she just reaches out and
I,
Feisty just kind of
presume that
steps
you'll,
back.
It's okay,
you'll be
Feisty.
looking for
Like
more
that
spells.
very territorial, like instant posture.
Maybe
from
that's some
Feisty.
type of spell you can ask about.
And she just kind of looks
Yeah.
at you a little bit.
Like, you know, you
Half
do know
glancing.
that they do use magic
just
to
gonna
send messages
pat,
to people
Feisty
So
on
maybe
the
just
head
find out
very
what that spell
slowly. Be
is.
like, it's okay.
that they're using, you know?
This is a safe place.
You roll animal handling.
Huh?
No, I'm looking it up now.
Do you
The spell is sent.
Yeah.
for
I
21?
think it's third level.
Yeah, it's very easy. You scratch her behind that special spine in her and she just chills out. You're having a weird. The dream gets weirder as you're being nuzzled from all angles by these weird goblins, surrounded in their breath, and
I'm pretty sure this is starting to become a nightmare.
This is where the trip gets unfun. At least it's not a bunch of hot sweaty orcs.
You can literally send a message to anybody you know their name of.
No.
And
Even
she's
across
like,
planes. in the world.
so you would like food for you for feisty.
Yeah, 3rd level.
Just a small snack is.
Mhm.
We've been walking a little bit tonight.
I'm giving the wizards cash to their low spells now.
I'm
She,
just trying to let off some
I know,
steam,
fifth
as
or
having
sixth,
a
fifth and-
temper
fifth
is
level.
not a good
So fifth
idea.
level.
She's like, what's got you bothered?
Just my brother Nikolai, he went to speak to someone of the same race as him who does not have the same raising and knows nothing about what they are at all other than him. And he basically, my brother went to speak to the broker.
She's like, oh, her. I've heard rumors about how terrible she is.
She's very rude. Someone within the Squeakeasy ended up taking one of my mushrooms,
Terrible event.
and one of them somehow spilt a potion on his cap, and he split into two now.
Peculiar.
But did get him back. I did get my little flashbang back.
And he's sitting on your head, slightly high from the cloud. The other one is experiencing high for the first time. And it's the most adorable thing because it's like if you could see it on your own head.
It's a black light.
Blip is holding his hand like, it's okay.
It's okay.
This little high, buddy.
Doing a little soft, like calming glow.
Is Blip's the high one? Or is it Blop?
Blop's
Blop's the high one. Is Blop, instead of having like a bright white light, kind of like a dim black light?
It's more like a soft orange color.
Like alert, alert, alert,
I'm
alert.
panicked.
There's something wrong.
Yeah, orange for panic. Because he's almost it's like that burnt orange color where it's between orange and red.
Oh, electric
It's-
rust.
Oh, that is
That.
actually the color.
That
Would have figured that's more Nikolai's color.
Nah, he's more into blowing shit up with fire.
I'd say more like the kind of rust color because it's like right there between orange and red.
Yeah.
So caution, danger zone. You're here in the middle.
So you hear the big mushroom just kind of grumble. It's almost like a just like unhappy grumble, and you see this like, so you're under like this massive like tree mushroom combination. You see like this weird shadow, and you see like this weird thing just come down and hit the ground, and it's just like almost, it looks like a stalk of a mushroom, and it goes up into like wings. And it comes like, it doesn't come over like a normal mushroom, it comes down on all three stalks, like crawling. And you see like down the middle of the stalk, it opens up and you see all these teeth, and it's holding onto a chunk of like meat from something that it possibly killed.
Kind of a terrifying mushroom.
And the caps where like all the edges come down, like they're like in almost like razor sharp hooks.
Oof.
And it comes over to the druid, and she's like, she reaches out and she grabs it, and she let go. And and it lets go finally. And you get a glimpse inside like the stalk of it, and it's just all these rows of razor sharp teeth.
Well, aren't you a terrifying but
Cheddar.
beautiful creature? You remind me of the flower that I have.
And she takes off a piece of meat and gives it to it.
I'm going to show her the flower. I'm going to ask, the best form of care to try to stay on its good side.
She offers you, she starts cooking the meat and such, and so that it's actually properly prepared. But this mushroom just kind of you hear it like hiss slightly, and it goes off. You can see why the big mushroom just like it just skitters up the tree like in a very haphazard way, and just eventually opens up and just drifts off back into the canopy.
That's a freaky mushroom.
You can do a perception.
Reminds me of a vampire squid.
Almost. But in mushroom form.
15.
15. As it skitters off into the branches, you being familiar with nature, you do spot a few more of them. You're realizing it's probably hers.
Oh, good. She's got a murder of shrooms.
Colony.
All those teeth
It's a
involved. I
lot.
think murder's a better word.
The terrifying mushrooms. Imagine those things laying flat on the tuck room. You don't know they're there. She's like, yeah, my friends.
Terrifying and beautiful.
Found them wandering in the Underdark.
Reminds me, I found a blood drinking flower amidst a bunch of corpses.
Oh, they're referred to, I believe, as a willow flower.
A willow flower?
Yes. Generally, they're not bloomed by nature. They're actually bloomed directly by one of the several deities of death. As a significance of a lot of people died in the spot. You often find them in large battlefields. They are created from the pain and sorrow of the battlefields. If they're well tended to, they can make great allies.
I have been very carefully feeding the precious baby, but I can only give so much of my blood to this lovely creature.
Well, if you happen to go out and hunt, you can actually start probably teaching it how to hunt small things like. This is gonna sound barbaric, but injuring small rodents so that they can't really fight back and allow this thing to begin to learn to hunt them. Eventually, it'll get big enough to be able to hunt itself.
Have to wait until we decide to travel off to the next town or city, but definitely next time I take my birds out to hunt.
Some of the local druids that you see wandering around the city, usually daily they do offer up, and the local rangers as well, the Hunters Guild especially, will offer up hunting parties daily to get fresh food for certain animals and things, specifically for the stalls for things that are too old to actually hunt themselves.
Awesome.
They usually leave in the morning, and you can join them, and they go out and they spend the entire day out hunting, and then come back late in the afternoon and with whatever they catch. There is a certain oddity because of the arcane nature of this place, mixed with the druidic magic that is present in the druids here as well. This is actually an official druid circle that is within the city. It's recognized by the other druid tribes as an actual place. This is my keep, essentially. I don't travel much from here anymore. But the area has infused with the druidic magic. And nature tends to repopulate very quickly, so there's no issue of a shortage of wildlife or plant nature or anything like that. Although I would stay clear of the marshes. There is a place down there that's the defense from the marshes. There were, according to when I talked to the locals here, a war broke out down there when heard the happened in the Five Kings. Mages fought for supremacy down there, and a mage war happened, and now the land is tainted and destroyed.
That does not sound pleasant
No,
at all.
nature is going to take many, many generations to reclaim that place, if ever. Odd things happen down there from the arcane arts. I don't understand them too much myself, but apparently things reanimate or things pop into existence that were or soon to be. The undead walk down there.
I am not unfamiliar with undead and reanimated things. My siblings are a little versed in it too. We didn't quite understand it first, but when we explained it, then we understood. People thought we were crazy.
Well, undead could be good donors of components.
I mean, we did keep the giant Zed head, and I was able to offer the teeth from it to tooth fairies that were in the area, and I kept them from killing each other over them and gave them to them equally.
Be wary of tooth fairies. While you can keep them at a distance and kind of keep them as friends by feeding teeth, eventually they will turn on you because they will see you as a much bigger living snack.
No, dude.
Tooth fairies, dangerous.
Originally, I had taken my birds to go pick the head clean, and then they didn't get that chance because the fairies kind of took over.
You hear a very disturbing, like, owl sound off in the distance, followed by a loud crunch. Nature.
Yeah, nature.
And so she offers you up some food to sit and hang with her. Spend some time with her. And
Spend time with her and learn some things that would
Yeah.
be beneficial.
yep. She teaches you it would take 2 rounds to do. You can make a note of this. It will take 2 rounds to do. But you can actually use your frost attack to basically freeze someone's blood. That sounds horrifying. Suddenly some of your blood is frozen.
Yeah.
So it'd be like the same effect with the bullet, like with the cold potion when it was thrown.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, you guys finish up your chat? And actually
Yeah.
turn in for the night?
I'm gonna try to the bell spellbook puzzle thing. I'm gonna try that for a
Roll an intelligence. I'm gonna laugh you roll an actual 20 at some point.
not quite 19.
19?
That's
My
good.
bad.
You start messing with it, you're probably absent-mindedly do it, not focusing on it. And you hear click and click. And you see 2 runes shift around it and lock into place. But you can see that there's another set of runes that need to be unlocked as well at some point.
So I'll save that for another time.
Alright, you eventually head home.
Yeah.
So, you get back home, everybody's sound asleep already. Feisty flops over and just right in the middle of the floor. And, yeah, morning comes. You wake up, Scav. You have a hangover.
Oh yeah.
And you're wearing, like, some sort of, like, vomit feed bag type contraption.
Taking it off. Chucking it away. What the hell? I'm looking around, just figure out where am I and how the hell did I get.
You're in your bed. And the sun's coming through, and it's just a bit more bright than it should be.
Look at it and probably hiss at it.
Mongo, you eventually wake up.
Scav
flop
turns
down on your
vampire.
back. Cayenne is for once sleeping in a little bit. Probably. She was up late.
We
You
got
see-
Mongo and Scavs. Like, Cayenne's still in bed.
Yeah.
Should probably go out for breakfast.
Feisty is out too for surprisingly. She's usually up and about.
Morning.
He lives.
You got drunk again, didn't you?
One of your teeth hurt surprisingly. It's not like coming out, but it's just like, ow.
What happened?
Oh,
That's right.
I came home and you were drunk.
you weren't there.
You were passed out. Did you think I was there?
I don't know. Mongo?
We should probably let you know that some drinks you don't just want to down in the smallest amount possible. You kind of want to take your time and enjoy them.
Why?
Apparently, you took shots from a drink that was a sipping drink.
I don't know. I
Which
just
is why we're
barely
telling you
found
now.
out about this whole thing
Okay.
that I can do now.
Okay. Scav.
Wouldn't
Scav
quite go as
discovers
far as saying
alcoholism.
you can do it.
I don't
You've
like
tried
it.
it.
But that's how it makes me wake up.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Typically, expensive things are special. Maybe you should consider enjoying
Or you
them.
try to sleep through them talking.
Perhaps.
I probably
When you
don't
buy
even
it.
hear them
Well,
because
I'm trying to
would
be
sleep
quiet
as heavy
because-
as me.
Same.
Oh, God.
I'm trying to be quiet because she's obviously still asleep, and I don't want to wake
No,
up.
you can park a fighter jet next to her. She'll still wake up.
And I don't
Out of-
want to start that fight. She's
Player,
already mad at me.
Player to player, remember the story you were told how I slept through 2 fire alarms going off at the same time and didn't wake up 2 to 3 hours later?
Yeah,
Jeez.
Yeah, that's Cayenne sleeping.
yeah.
You just see Cayenne flopped over on her bed, passed out.
She is breathing.
As dark as circles under her eyes as you can see right now.
She looks like a Tim Burton movie.
So let's go out for
Damn.
breakfast, guys.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea.
So do you go downstairs or do you go
Yeah.
find an actual place in town?
Explore the town a bit
Yeah, let's
more.
go find another place.
The
Yeah.
city, I guess.
Yeah, this is a big city. This isn't a town, buddy.
This is a full-blown city.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
I found a good pastry on my way over to the Tinkering Guild. Want to try that place?
sure.
Okay.
Sure, I have to go to some place called Tinks anyways.
Tinks?
Yeah, it's like a shop or something, I was told.
Oh, Tink Corner, right?
I don't remember exactly. I just know it was called Tinks or something. I don't remember much, alright? I'm still waking up and my head feels like I've been whacked with a mace a couple times.
the like a Tinker Surprise store?
Yes.
The Tink Corner. I was there. That's where I got this.
You see the weird praying mantis sit on his shoulder,
I'm like, you know, a poke.
and it kind of
It's a multi-tool.
It's pretty cool.
I can tell it to like become a tool, and it'll become that tool.
Huh.
Any tool?
Well, any tool like his size. I guess if I give it to you, it'll get bigger, and you can make bigger tools.
I look right at the praying mantis. Nikolai.
it doesn't respond.
Oh, apparently not any tool.
Calling me a tool?
The opportunity was there. I couldn't just not take that.
So as you guys wander out the front door, heading through the city,
You're an ass.
You see various shops set up, various things set up.
Take me to that pastry shop.
Do you remember the name of it?
I believe I wrote it down.
Come on, buddy, don't pull a Tom.
Let me look.
Ow.
It's entirely possible that I didn't.
Oh, my Tom instinct is kicking in here.
Come on now.
Names, man. Names.
I am shitty with names. Especially when some of them are fucking impossible to pronounce.
I think you got an impossible to pronounce name.
I have this name right
I
here
just learned the name.
that I don't recognize, but I did try write it down.
I'm not even going to ask because I know
Phonetically,
DMs just
It would be
throw
called
letters
Shady
together. It's
and
like, what? This is
Competent.
perfectly acceptable
The
fucking
Shady
name.
Incompetus. And I believe that's the name of the place where the birds are stored right now.
Yep.
Yes, you're right. Okay.
He's like,
You
Okay.
just get new glasses.
I don't know how to use them yet.
You kind of just put them on your
No.
face and they work.
I've gotten old, and they're bifocals, and the bifocal part doesn't seem to work properly. So it's like, fuck it.
it's him not
Operator error.
calibrated. He hasn't attuned to the glasses.
User error, people. User error.
Error 404, site not found.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of it because I guess I didn't write it down. But it's on the way to the Tinker Shop on the small people's path. So
So you spend some time wandering around, your stomach start growling. Because Nikolai can't remember the name of the place.
sorry. They had really good pastries.
And eventually you do get to another place. And people are coming and going from it. And it's called the Teacup. And it smells delicious.
The teacup.
Everybody starts writing things down.
Right.
I think I've given people enough shit about places not being written down.
I actually have all the places
Actually-
I've been to written down. Just
Actually,
places I
Cayenne
haven't.
is really good with her notes.
I forgot to do one note of one place I went to. Jeez.
I even write down
Sue me.
the names of people of the places I go.
You know, that's the exact opposite of mine. I think I wrote down the name of one place.
So,
So together our notes kind of work out.
these are hopeless. No wonder you never get any information regarding your character.
Oh.
Well, that and I roll like shit.
You can't roll lower than 8.
I don't know. 6 natural ones in a row is kind of hard to beat.
Yeah, yeah.
I can
So-
top that.
Huh?
I can top that.
So, you get to the teacup, and it's like almost like an ivory color, and it's like really frilly windows and everything. You see chairs, seats set up out front and everything like this. And, you see the most peculiar thing. There's a place where you sign in, like a restaurant, and you see a actual kobold there. And they're like a vibrant teal color, and they're wearing like an apron and almost like a housekeeping type of outfit with like a little bun on their head and everything, like a little bow on their head, and they got like little golden glasses on.
Little granny?
No, just like really adorable, almost like a little housekeeper's outfit on. essentially.
Look around for a menu.
Probably wait to get seated.
Oh yeah, I
They just immediately start scrounging for a menu. I'm hungry. I've been walking around
This
10
place?
centuries.
This place, I guess.
Yeah, we sign in.
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry guys. I don't know.
it's,
We'll find.
I
out.
start to go to sign in, then I kind of pull my paw back.
The
I
kobold is
don't
like,
want to take 6
Oh.
points of fucking damage again.
the kobold looks at you like, oh, pardon me, are you okay? How many in your party?
3.
3
Currently.
total.
3. Oh,
Well,
you're all wee folk.
4.
Okay. So the height
4.
area.
Ace would be with us.
Okay. So they put down a party of 3. They don't even ask for a name. And they talk to another kobold dressed very much the same way. And it's another teal kobold, and they're like, okay. And they're like, this way.
Oh,
And
Follow
off
mine.
they go and take you to a seat, and it's nice and fancy.
Is there anyone else here? Or are we the only
No, there's quite a few people here. You can see
Okay.
other kobolds sprinkled here and there serving people. And, yeah, and they give you menus. And
awesome.
it's all breakfast stuff of different kinds. And there's even a thing on the very back of the actual menu talking about the chef.
Oh, cool. Read it.
Yeah,
Read
take
it.
a look at that.
Yeah. And it's it's a beautifully sketched picture of the chef, and it's an orc.
Who?
The orc chef is preparing what the kobolds are serving. The player is cautioned.
Hey, fuck you, buddy. You're right, man. He can't cook very well.
Oh.
First of all, how dare you? Second of all,
You're right.
how fucking dare you?
I dare, good sir. If I had a leather glove, I would smack you across the face. Oh, cool. You're not getting this back.
Like 10 more.
Like, huh, what?
What? Okay. So, yeah, the orc chef has been cooking for many, many years, like 15 years.
Okay.
And, yeah,
What's his name?
it's not Garrig,
I know that.
it's Larry.
It's Larry.
Finally, a fucking name I might be able to spell.
Yes, but it's
Is
not
it-
spelt the way you think it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty fucking positive about that. There's
How
probably
is
four
this
fucking
spelled?
L's.
It's spelled Lariiiie.
Here,
But
I'll throw
pronounce
salt
Larry.
at you and give you the spelling of this. Just because I can. There. For everybody to see. Ah.
Wait.
Larrrie. Yeah, of course it can't be fucking.
Okay.
Larry. Larry.
Just to spite you. Was a simple spelling until you opened your mouth. Nice way to roll a 1 on your charisma there.
In real life.
You'll act like I have charisma in real life.
Get you.
You do. Because your charisma shows through Munga. So,
Huh.
the kobold just kind of comes over and just steps onto a little stool with a scroll. What would you like to order?
Well, I do have one question.
What's that?
Acer heats metal stuff.
Oh,
Do you have scrap, like broken spoons and stuff?
well, I can certainly check with the chef.
Please. Thank you.
And they're like, drinks.
I think it's only fitting. I'll have a glass of tea.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say something else, and I was about to object.
The kobold looks at you. Spiked or unspiked?
Unspiked.
Unspiked, please.
You don't know what that means. Mongo does.
Oh. All right. What's
And you
the
heard
difference?
Mongo say unspiked.
Well, unspiked doesn't have alcohol in it. Spiked has alcohol in it.
Definitely unspiked. I don't want to die.
And the kobold just kind of smiles. If you die, you just end up in next week's special. Just kidding. And they head off.
That's hilarious.
Sure about that was a joke.
don't know. Considering some.
I was a 19 on the performance.
Pretty sure they're just joking.
It's not a lizard folk, chef.
We don't know who he's hung out with. Or who learned how to cook.
I don't know. Every work.
We
I've
don't
done
know
so far has been a
Larry, or
phenomenal
however the
chef.
fuck you pronounce it.
Larry! It's literally spelled. It said Larry. Larry!
Would have been so damn simple. Thank you.
You know what? I don't want to hear it from any fucking DMs. They'll go out of your way to create complicated fucking names.
Oh, you want to challenge me?
No, I don't.
Yeah, next
I
time
already
I'll run
have a
game-
hard time with the ones that you three come up with.
Next time I DM a game that you play in, I'll just name all generic, boring, ordinary names that wouldn't fit their personality.
Oh, every single.
the
Wait till you
character
find
in
out your
the
mom's
future,
name.
Tom. They're gonna be characters such as.
I'm going to see how long I can make this run-on sentence.
They're gonna be characters such as Bob or.
That name's
Tom
taken, and you
or
fucking know it.
Jeff.
Jeff.
You know exactly what I'm.
So so the kobold comes back eventually, sets down 3 glasses, one your size. There's
Okay.
ice in it. You can see some like sugar sinking towards the bottom.
Oh, cool.
And yes, we have some old cast irons that could be served to
Ace,
Ace.
thank you. He'll enjoy it.
What would the rest of you partake in?
Biscuits and gravy. It's on the menu.
It is on the menu.
I'll do that.
Nikolai will more than likely probably do maybe something like an omelet, I guess. Sure.
Okay. Scatter.
I don't know. What would you normally have?
Well, this is a fine eating establishment, so anything on the menu.
What's your favorite?
Well, actually, miss, right?
Hmm.
Is the chef in this morning?
Of course he's in. Why would he not be?
Sometimes they're not always in. Sorry.
Then there would be. We are close-eyed.
Oh, okay.
He has a good point.
Yeah, okay. So, if you'll let the chef know that you have a moon mouse here, I'll take whatever he wants to give
She just looks at you, and you see this perplexion of what the fuck is a moon mouse?
me.
No, it's just on her face, like. Okay.
I'll take whatever the chef wants to give me.
And you.
Surprise me.
Okay. And she walks
Just
away.
just make sure there's no alcohol because it's something that can kill me.
She walks
Both of
away.
you,
She's
I
like,
checked the
"Beans
bill
are
going
made
through
of
the fucking-
cheese." Just humming to herself about the moon's made of cheese. So you wake up eventually, and the sun's just like right in your face at this point, crossing the room just vibrantly in your face.
So Nikolai, is the moon actually made of cheese?
Don't know. Why would the moon be actually made out of cheese? And why do you think I know?
Gonna toss
Apparently
You've
a
known me my
makeshift
whole life.
pillow
Your-
like
This is
off
true.
my
I
bed.
just figured you might.
You
learn
toss
something
it
inside of your
haphazardly,
books
and it just
No.
bobs
Magic
off the
rocks,
ground and hits
apparently.
Feisty.
That's
Feisty.
why I
"Ah!"
wanted to ask
Sorry, Feisty.
Ask
And
the
she looks
broker-
rolled
the
over.
broker.
"Ah."
some information.
You want
She had
breakfast?
none.
Okay, breakfast.
You're learning this now.
I thought the
At
first
this
time
point,
it
it's
was
already
pure
like
business.
brunch time.
Even casually, she's just rude.
Sake breakfast.
Second breakfast. Are we on Hobbit time now?
And
Yes.
she likes terrible drinks.
Yes.
Just like this slow, like confused blinking at Nikolai.
So eventually, you see like the kobold come out with another kobold with with the dishes for food, and you see this massively well kept ogre come walking out behind the kobold, and has like this hot plate that's like steam's coming off of it, and like this box of scrap under its arm, and flops it down, flops up a table, takes like a old giant cast iron thing, throws a bunch of scrap in it, and just manually folds it over into like an omelet.
Oh God!
What? Making Ace a metal omelet. Awesome.
And then puts it on the heat, and it starts to get like really hot. Just grabs it with their bare hand and sets it in front of Ace. And he goes, there. Folds everything up and walks off back to the kitchen.
That is terrifying and very entertaining.
That is very impressive. And as he said, terrifying. I only have one thing to say. Damn.
And you just have like this giant like biscuit like this round. It's almost like a small pie. And it's just like through the middle is just the gravy, and then over the top you see all this melted cheese with sausage.
Fuck yeah.
And you asked for whatever the chef wanted to make you.
Knowing that I'm a mouse.
You got pizza balls, but breakfast pizza balls.
Okay, cool.
Fuck yeah.
And would you ask for you?
And this would surprise me, just
Okay.
nothing
Yeah, he told the
alcoholic.
kobold to surprise him.
And you get this plate in front of you, and there's like all these like they look like a Ferrero Rocher, but they look like they're deep fried. You eat one, and it's just like an explosion of flavor in your mouth.
What kind of flavor?
It's like all kinds of different like umami and seafood and like
Yes. All of my yes.
yeah, it's just like it's like they took basically like really good deep fried like dumplings and made it into like almost like a pop rock of flavor.
Cool.
But yeah, that's your breakfast. Feisty just goes downstairs with you and reaches up and pats your back with a tentacle like, it's okay, we're both tired as fuck. And you get to the kitchen and you realize what time it is at this point. Even with your sense of time, it's a little bit off. And you realize that, oh shit, it's about lunchtime. There's not a lot of people there, but there's enough people there, and they don't give you a breakfast menu; they give you a lunch menu. And someone's drinking coffee, and Feisty points over to that, and the waitress looks over like, "Is that okay?"
I have never seen Feisty drink coffee before in my life.
And just like you, Feisty has like baked bags.
Is Feisty getting too old for this shit?
I'm going to order a watered down version of coffee for Feisty to
So
experiment.
decaf.
Half decaf,
Okay.
Half
essentially.
cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, you guys have breakfast menus presented to you. But yeah, you guys are able to dig in and eat food, and
Does Ace look like he's happy with his food?
Ace is surprised and terrified by the display that happened.
Just out of curiosity, because I don't remember any of us looking at the price tags.
Nope.
Nope.
Guess
And
we'll
you two
find
just
out.
said, make whatever. So, yeah.
Cayenne's over there just like, motherfuckers.
Hey, biscuit and gravy typically doesn't run very expensive.
Watch.
Typically,
the most expensive thing.
Yeah.
because I fucking said something.
Biscuits
You're
and
sitting there
gravy.
eating this biscuits and gravy, and it's just like there's something exotic about the sausage and this gravy. And the cheese, you can tell, is fresh. And the biscuits were obviously made today.
Awesome.
Reminds me of a place I've been. That biscuits and gravy was not cheap.
Really good biscuit gravy, it's not cheap.
No, it was.
I've had
like
biscuits and
almost-
gravy with a steak.
It was like almost $20.
Yeah. So Feisty looks at you. "Ugh."
Basically ordering some kind of fruit salad with a decent amount of citrus to wake up.
Feisty just points at something random on the menu, and it's just like some sort of sandwich.
It's
I'm
hand
gonna-
drawn.
I'm gonna order a Feisty's couple pounds of pulled beef.
Okay, that's easy enough. So eventually, you guys do get the tab.
Okay.
Tom's like, I'm gonna hurt, aren't I? It's been your pain all night, hasn't it? 15 gold for the biscuits and gravy.
Holy fuck.
That sounds about right.
10 gold for your cheese bowl.
Okay.
Hold on.
1 silver piece for Ace.
Hold on. 15 gold.
10 gold. 1 silver. And 56 gold pieces for scabbers.
To be fair, seafood's almost always expensive unless it's on the coast.
The look on. You're just looking at this tab, Mongo. It's very elegantly written, too. Every single item.
You okay there, Mongo?
Strong.
Meanwhile, yours and Feisty's meal comes to be
Breakfast
about
not-
like
Not
5
fitting well.
gold pieces total.
Show him
Was
the
it
bill.
not good?
He shows you the bill.
Ah, so expensive.
Well,
We just made like a lot.
well,
Cayenne's going to be pissed.
It's what, 1%? Maybe?
we could
Tenth of a
probably
percent?
we could probably make that back pretty easy with some work. Speaking of which,
We went through a lot. We deserve to have some nice stuff right now.
yeah, I'm in agreement
Okay,
with
Feisty's
Nikolai.
your breakfast buddy. And Feisty's just kind of like looking at the coffee, having some of it, very confused as to why people drink this.
It's one of those things. Either you love it or you hate it.
She just looks at you, very confused about it.
I hate it.
But as you guys depart,
Mhm.
if you pay the tab,
Yep.
Well, yeah, why wouldn't we pay the tab?
you'd have to answer to the
Dash and run.
Yeah, after the
Dine
dude
and
made
dash.
a
Cheat code
metal
bandits.
omelet with his bare fucking hands, we're not doing that.
Dash is the pastry chef.
Oh fuck.
Well,
Mongo Prestige takes his shorts clean
You're not wearing shorts.
in the
Yeah,
floor.
are you Donald Duck yet?
I think Mongo does Donald Duck it.
So as you're heading out, you talking amongst yourselves as siblings do. You feel yourself bump into somebody, and you instantly have dreadful thoughts of being pickpocketed again.
Feel around for everything.
Yeah.
No,
Did we
just
all,
him.
just him? Okay.
Do you see what bumped into you?
Yep.
You turn around, and you're like this far away, and you're seeing plate armor. And as you pan up, you see a 5-foot tall kobold.
Swobold.
And he's looking down at you.
The fuck, they get that big?
And he's got all sorts of like scars across his face. He's got like this massive fucking sword and shield. And you can see like this elegant robe he's wearing. Like not a robe, but like a cloak.
Damn, you're big.
And he just kind of looks at you, cocked a bit. And he crouches down and he puts a hand on your shoulder and he just kind of looks at you face to face. He's like, and it's just this look of like, he recognizes you from somewhere.
What are you? 'Cause you are the biggest kobold I have ever seen.
He's like, the
You're not gonna
name's-
hurt my brother, are you?
He just looks over at you and holy shit. So that's a natural 20 on the intimidation.
Oh fuck. Do I need to clean his shorts?
He just looks in your direction.
I'll take a step back, and I'm doing the semantics for produce fire.
He's like, you'll lose that arm before you finish casting that.
Okay, we're sorry.
you're
Brother had a rough night last night. He's not 100% yet. We're very sorry about any inconvenience that we just caused you.
And he's got a very gruff voice to him. Very like he's been through a lot. And he's like, the name is Sumir Forgive me, you looked familiar.
Sumir?
So, I'm sorry. What was your name again?
Sir Mir. He's a sir.
Sir, me.
Sir. Oh,
Okay.
Even Ace is like,
How do I spell that?
Sir.
S-I-R
No, I know
space.
that part.
SIR space.
Yes.
Mir. I spelled it MIR.
that's fair. That's close enough. I
Alright.
can get you the actual spelling. But yeah, and he's like, he kind of starts, he's like, forgive me, I'm gonna be on my way.
Well, wait. You seen others like him?
He surrounds, he's like, he walks back very slowly. He's like, I have to be going. Like, we'll be in town for a couple of days. But you just have a stark resemblance to somebody I once knew.
That's weird.
I mean,
Never met anyone even remotely close to
Well, there's that one lady in the post, right? Or no, not the post.
and
different horns in color.
he's like, nope, spitting image. I have business at the with the royal family here. I need to get going. And he just heads off, and you see people parting out of his way.
We're staying at the Sleepy Sloth Inn. If you want to talk to him later. Have a good day.
Why
And-
would you tell him that? You yell at me every time for talking about normal stuff, and you just tell this weird, giant, scary dude where we're at.
And
I
you
don't think that was just any regular kobolds. Obviously.
Yeah, that's I
and you see
know.
this thing go after him, and you can do a Arcana.
That's what I'm saying.
Sirs,
That's not a
a
good
title
sign.
meant for knights.
13?
13. This thing skitters off, and it scares Ace a little bit. You recognize it. It's a pseudo dragon. And it's trying to catch up to this knight.
That's terrifying.